darkness. Complete, endless black. A warm, wet sensation completely covering your mouth. A scream. A cry for help. Caught in your throat. Never to reach another's ear. Never to be known. Complete exhaustion. You're so tired. Every ounce of your energy and will being blissfully pulled from you. That feeling just before you fall asleep. And then, nothing. We return back to the Numidas family, sleeping peacefully in their rooms downstairs in the servants' quarters of Xarwin Manor. And as they slowly begin to greet the morning sun,
we get paid.
They get that sweet dough.
Dream money.
That's that life insurance.
Oh no. The sleep paralysis.
No, you're
brought us
fine.
a gift.
Yeah.
Thank you. That will come in handy.
What is it for you?
Sick.
Share with the class.
I'm not going to say yet.
Cool.
Numidas family, you all begin to stir, stretch, feel the sun on your face coming through these grimy windows, hear the chirping and rustling of psychopomps filling the yard outside. And tell me, who was bunking in the same room as Jumbles?
This guy right here.
That's the one! A weathered eye out!
Absolutely wakes up last consistently when forced to.
Then I don't suppose that Talus would be the first to notice.
Honestly, probably not. It's gonna be when somebody else comes to get
Of his
us.
own admission,
My savior.
it becomes immediately apparent to you as you begin to get your bearings about you, starting your morning routines and rituals, that Jumbles is not with you.
You guys haven't seen Jumbles?
No.
He's not in your room?
No, is he in the restroom? Do we have a restroom? Is there a restroom?
We canonically only have one restroom.
Don't talk about it.
He was in the bed when I went to sleep after my watch.
Jumbles!
He's not with any of you?
Jumbles!
Jumbles!
I know you like to investigate. Don't go off alone.
Jumbles!
I'm just kind of like picking the sheets up on the bed like he's gonna be under there.
You didn't notice that he left?
I didn't hear anything, no. I was sleeping. Who was on watch? You didn't notice?
I took first watch.
I took second. He didn't come out while I was out.
It didn't come out while I was
might-
up either. Jumbles!
Okay, so in the interest of honesty, I might have fallen asleep during my watch for a moment, but
I think it's something to do with the house, because it was incredibly difficult for me to wake up.
I don't know what happened. I felt like I don't even remember sitting down. I was just kind of standing, leaning against the wall as I always do, just biding time, thinking. And the next moment, I was waking up on the floor in the hall. I don't know. I felt so out of it. I didn't even notice he wasn't in the bed when I came back in the room.
But where is he? Like, he very rarely wanders off that far. Jumbles? If you don't get back here right now, I'm going to take away all of your investigating equipment, is how that's said.
Grounded!
This is outrageous!
Ridiculous!
I'm might start unraveling your investigation. See all these ropes here that are linked from pieces of paper?
Can I investigate to see if I can see any sign of where he went?
Sure. In fact, while we're at it, why don't we get some exploration modes from everyone? I almost said adventure modes. I was like, that's not right.
As this has been more than a minute or so and nothing, so we haven't heard anything. I'm immediately much more awake than I normally am in the morning. I'm grabbing my sword and I'm scouting. There's something here isn't right.
Oh, Jumbles, you're blessed. It's too bad you aren't here. Oh my gosh! 2, is that 2? That's 1. Never mind. 1 hero point for Jumbles as well.
Yes! Thank you, I need it so bad.
Save the frog
Dick,
boy.
protect the child.
Protect the boy.
Protect him.
He's very small.
He needs help.
God bless you.
I mean, he has run off before, but this is rather concerning.
I don't think
can't
he'd do that in
believe-
something like this. After what we've seen in this house so far, I'm alright. Like, I'm up. I got sword in hand. Like, we gotta go. I don't know how we're gonna.
It might. It's okay. It's a lost cause at this
We've
point.
got scouting for Talus.
Searching.
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 2 my 2 searchers.
boys.
How you doing this one? Ah, man.
Eyeballs.
Good to see you again, dude. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work over here.
Amen. Let's see. First, I'm gonna ask for. Let's call for a. If you're going to try and figure out if you can tell where Jumbles went, right?
Yes, to try and find any sign of where he went.
Sure. Give me a survival check.
Okay, alright.
You have like a scenting dog and everything, so.
Oh, you're great at that.
You're good at that.
He's
I
good.
kind of
He's
felt
great.
bad. I was like,
No, this is fantastic.
I'm not sure you were looking at the right one.
I was. Sick.
Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, so that's an 8 on the die, 8 total.
nice.
Remember the conversation at the beginning about how we all like live in a house and have a normal life until this adventure happened, and none of us are trained in survival?
Yep.
Remember
Yep.
that conversation?
No,
in
no
episode
Girl
1?
Scouts or Boy Scouts in this crew. Yeah.
I don't suppose I could
We
re-roll
live in
because
a
my hand
city.
bonked into his mug.
I don't suppose you could.
Interference on the field.
Interference. So throw the yellow flag down. Yeah. Get it on the replay.
I'm challenging that
5-yard
play.
penalty.
foul.
First down.
Sports.
Oh my gosh. You try and tap in to. I mean, you live with Jumbles.
If I were Jumbles, where would
is
I be?
basically your little brother, right? You try and kind of tap in to his investigative mentality, like searching for clues, scanning the scene of the crime. You're examining like his pillow, the sheets of his bed, things that don't seem to hold any pertinence to the actual matter. You're making notes on the thread count. You're like, the only thing that you're really able to determine in that maze is that this door to the bedroom is open.
I'm starting to panic.
Look, Litzy wakes up like a startled cat. If there's no way there's a coincidence. Whatever was happening was strong enough to keep her out and put me to sleep, and Jumble disappears at the same time. There's something wrong here. Nothing's luck.
I do suppose that is a good point. Well,
I don't even know where to start looking.
honestly, I don't know. Let's go to the main room. Maybe we'll get. I mean, it could be the sound is getting blocked. If we just call out from the main room, maybe we can
Right.
find him.
I mean, I'm immediately gonna head out into the entryway, and
Excellent.
that
All
is
right.
the center. So
You all hastily grab your things and rush out into the grand foyer. You do notice that the door at the end of the hall here, before you enter the foyer, is also open.
did we
Left
leave that
open.
like that?
I don't think
We've
so.
been
I
closing
think we
doors behind
closed
us, haven't
most of
we?
them. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay. Well. Okay.
something.
Jumbles,
Jumbles!
get back here right now.
Just start counting. What are you
Jumbles,
doing?
where
Stop
are
screwing
you?
Around, Litz.
I'm calling for him. What else? He can hear.
Do the 1, 2, 2.5. If he hears that, he's gonna show
That's
up.
very fair. Jumbles.
Ezra, are you around?
Yeah. What? Oh, good morning.
Do you
Ezra,
know where
you seen
Jumbles
Jumbles?
went?
Where's the other one?
Have you seen him
Can you
anywhere?
help us look
Have
for
I
him?
seen? Oh, the like frog.
We can't find him.
He was with you guys. That's weird.
disappeared at some point in the night. We don't really know any more than that. But
Please help.
Oh shoot, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was sleeping, but I can, let me, no, I can, I'll do a little wraparound or something here. Just give me 1 second. And she goes off and she flies up to the second floor, trying to get this bird's eye view.
that's why it's called that.
This psychopomp's view.
Yes, getting a quick little scan.
See doors that are open? We can close everything behind us.
Yeah. She comes flying back down, resting on the floor in front of you. There's a door. Did you leave any doors open?
I
Did
closed
you?
everything.
You closed all the doors?
We only left the ones open to the kitchen.
Only to the kitchen. Okay, then yeah.
The
Then
ones
there's,
that let you through.
yeah. No. Okay, then there's a door. There's a door open upstairs.
Where?
I don't
There's
think
a. It's down one. It's down one of the halls. It's like.
Show me.
Just lead
Okay,
us.
so
Come
if
on.
you go up the stair. Okay.
Show us. I'm bolting up the
assume that's doing
stairs.
that. I'm going straight up the
Yep.
stairs following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Following Ezra, you would come up the stairs and you would follow her down this hallway to the right, coming to a door at the end of it that
haven't been-
is open.
we haven't been down here yet, have we?
I just do not stop. That door's open. I'm just going straight in.
Same.
Oh, someone.
Excellent. You come through
Bolting.
and you find yourself in a L-shaped hall with about 3 doors to different rooms.
And they're all closed.
They are all closed.
Well, it seems like a most efficient way. Dad, you get that one. I'll get this one. Kappa!
We haven't been up here. I don't know if we want to.
Does Leetsy make that noise?
Yes, I make sound effects for all of my moves, actually.
Never brought it up.
Look, we haven't been up here yet. I don't know if we want to hit them all at the same time. I think we should just be quick about it, but stack up on each door like we usually do. And I'm going to pull out the mirror. In my other
Okay,
hand.
well, Kappa is happening, so.
Well, 'cause she's okay.
Okay,
I
now
assumed
let's.
you were waiting for us to get to the other doors before you
You
kapad.
were already flying, so.
You just kapad the first door you come
Yes.
to? Okay, fair enough. I guess it's kapad then.
Okay, which door was that?
We'll do the first one we come to, which is the one on the left.
That little
Turn
one
around the
right.
corner and just.
I
You
like
don't even
it.
fully turn the corner. You're swinging around the corner.
You come around the corner without even seeing what's over there. You're already swinging on the side of it, and you bury your weapon. It clubs
My
into
purse.
this door.
hear Jumble
I guess it
scream.
hasn't been turned. Yeah, right. You hit. Yeah.
Hopefully he's not just with ear to the door on the other side of it.
Obliterate your son.
You slam this door open.
You hear a
And-
frog squish.
You hear a satisfying splat.
Oh no, it was satisfying.
She
You
secretly enjoyed it.
you see a small bedroom, thick dust settled on all of the furniture, seemingly
see any-
unremarkable with all of the bedroom accoutrements that there would.
So I'll stop at the door and just look down, and do I see any webbed, 3-footed little like ting 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 footprints walking in it, or no? It's got a
If it's
good
thick with
layer
dust,
of
they should be
dust.
able to see if
you
anyone's
do.
come through here.
You see that nothing has, like fresh fallen snow, right? Nothing has created prints in this thick layer of dust. Nothing has disturbed it.
Step, 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 side step, kappa!
Wait, okay. Is this the one on the top or the bottom?
The top.
The top. Excellent. You come to this door at the back of this hallway, and you immediately notice that it does stand out. Now that you're standing in front of it, you can tell that it is absolutely caked with mold and fungus, little mushrooms and
Is it too late to not
moss.
kapad this one and to just open it normally?
Kappa is
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
This is
Kappa is
dire
happening.
times.
You're gonna need to make me an athletics check for this
I
one.
was
wanna put all
holding
that
my
stuff in
dice
the air.
just for this.
I want to make a sticker of Litzy with Kappa is happening underneath it.
It's only a total of 16.
Only a total of 16.
Half-hearted kapad.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a gross door. I didn't want to get mold on my purse. It's a very nice purse.
So you're not using. So you come towards it like you get your elbow ready, and you bring the full weight of your body into this door, and it does not budge. You brush off some of this, like, fungus and algae stuck on your shoulder now. But
Mom,
it doesn't seem to
why
budge.
didn't you hit it with your purse? We don't have time.
Well, I mean, it's very high quality
Is that
leather.
stuff hold the door shut here? And I'm just gonna reach in and just toss you a dagger. If you need to cut through it, is it webbed over? I can't really see what that is.
It looks like mold for the most part, and I'll actually try the door handle, just on the off hands.
We've
You
learned!
the one door and then this you're taking time with?
Well, I tried, and it didn't open immediately for brute force. So sometimes you just have to try the handle. I've learned sometimes, you know.
You try the handle, and it doesn't even turn. It seems like all of this gunk is keeping it. You can see it like tracing up the knob, keeping the knob in place, completely caked with this.
Well, I see that she's clearly pretty stuck on that door. I'm gonna slip past Cass here and just go to the southern door. Does that one look like it's equally moldy, or does that one? I'm gonna immediately try it if it can open.
It does not look moldy. You try to open it, and it does open. Does anybody go with him?
I look down like, is he?
I don't know. Want to find out?
All right, Talus, you enter this room, and as soon as you open the door in your fluster, you're immediately met with a surprising room. You find this room, unlike a lot of the other rooms in the manor that are pretty nicely kept still, not, there's still some semblance of how they might have originally been set up, right? Even if aged. This room is in a state of complete disarray. You can see books violently torn from shelves, thrown onto the ground, furniture ripped apart, cushions and pillows stabbed through, broken through, a writing desk with all of the drawers pulled out, the desk entirely upended, the drawers upside down on the floor, papers spilled everywhere.
I'll scan the room for a second or two while she's still filming the north one. Just turn to Cass. It's a mess, but I don't see Jumbles.
I start like pounding on the wall in front of me. Jumbles! Jumbles, are you in there?
I'll head back up to Litz and Dad there.
Excellent.
Father, do you mind giving this a try? It's rather jammed.
All right, no more games, and I'm gonna try to kick the door down.
Give me that athletics check.
Okay,
nice.
that's a 10 plus 12, 22.
Excellent.
Games have ended.
You back yourself up
Officially
against
over.
the wall to try and give yourself some leverage, and then you bring yourself forward, foot first, into this door, and you are able to open it. And it flies open with a thud, crashing into the wall on the opposite side, and you see in front of you a small room, unnaturally dark, darker than the rest of this house that is sort of bathed in sunlight at the moment. A dust-covered but made bed, fireplace, shelves, dressers, a small chair lying overturned on the floor, a little craft table, grimy windows, toys, and pieces of dolls and ripped up pages from children's books with illustrations, this debris arranged in this rough spiral shape. And you find, caked to the floor, with patches of mold and fungus, a small form.
Anything?
Jumbles? Is that you?
I'd probably just rush into the room. If there's like an option of something that
If anyone in
kind
front of me is
friendly,
moving, I'm moving too.
Yeah.
As you all enter the room, will you please make me a will save?
If you insist.
Nice.
All the places.
That rolls. Ooh, not good.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh,
Is this a fear effect?
Is it a fear effect?
Yes.
It is not.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I got a 26 total.
26.
I got a natural 1.
A natural one.
Sick.
Nice, dude.
Oh, we're gonna get all the critical failures today. I'm pretty sure I also critically failed.
What'd you get?
11.
11.
16 total.
16 total. Litsi, you steel yourself as you enter this room, and you feel the stench and some sort of numbing feeling wash over you as you enter. And you hear these small sobs start to come from the corner of the room opposite the door. The rest of you also hear these sobs, feel this feeling rush over you. You feel immediately, as you enter this room, entirely distraught. As if you were living the most painful day of your life over again, magnified, happening rapidly even again and again as you try to quiet this feeling, and the panic of realizing that you can't grows. You are all stupefied.
Stupefied what?
Stupefied 1.
Okay.
Litsi, you are the first and only one to notice the form in the corner.
Okay. I was also stupefied.
You are not.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, okay. Right.
You did good.
Good over here. Okay. Well, I don't really. I'm zeroing in on my searching over here, and I am going to. Do I recognize the cries? I mean, I'm sure I've heard Jumble's cry before. So do
Sure.
I like? Is it like similar enough? Like, do I recognize it, or is it like muffled enough that I can't really tell?
Ooh, make me a perception check.
Along the lines of that, this crying, is it coming from the middle of the room or the far side of the room, or just we can't tell, just the room?
You are not able to tell. The only one who is able to seem to recognize any kind of target is Litsi. You are all filled with this. The sobs could be your own at this point.
21.
21. As you're really zoning in on this sound and trying to determine whose it is, you realize that it's both. You hear simultaneously played together in a haunting and unnatural unison the sobs of what is clear to you, Jumbles, and some other small child.
I will.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's great. This is great. This is lovely, guys. I will almost crouch down just a little bit and be like, Jumbles, come here, Jumbles.
To which figure?
Oh, are there two?
Yes, one in the corner
Oh, right.
and one in the center of this spiral.
Okay. I would do probably whichever one was closer and just kind of look. Whichever. Honestly, I don't know. I probably whichever one I came upon first. So if I just walked in the room, probably the one in the middle.
Okay. You approach the one in the middle, kneeling down, and as you get closer and the dim light of the room starts to affect your vision less as you're examining, you see Jumbles. Eyes closed, seeming to be sleeping in this position, completely locked to the floor with this growth, with a piece of this fungus attached over his mouth and nose, almost like the oxygen mask, like if you were on a plane or something, as if he were using it to breathe. And at this point, you would hear a small voice coming from the corner. I knew that you guys would come.
Who are you?
You all turn to see the figure of the frame and size of a small boy. Completely deteriorated, only bones. His clothes, rags, barely hanging to what is left of him. Fungus and growth climbing up his back onto his head, with the head of a vulture with blank, black eyes. Well, my name is Anatoly.
Anatoly, what are you doing here? What is, and I'll, like, be reaching down for Jumbles to try and lift him up.
Oh, no,
What-
no,
See,
I
what
have you
wouldn't do
done to
that.
Jumbles?
Seeing this thing, I'm immediately gonna stop scouting and like this is clearly feeling what I'm feeling and seeing this. If there's a connection, I'm gonna make a knowledge check on this. I'm gonna use my esoteric lore. I'm feeling a little stupid, so it's gonna be slightly worse, but I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
It's gonna be with that stupefied -1, a 22 total.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And what are you hoping to learn from this?
This is that I'm making the assumption with how Talus is currently feeling, given this despair and seeing this, that they're related. So that's less a knowledge check and more an exploit vulnerability. What's it weak to?
You start to kind of like scratching at your head, trying to find something to focus your mind on. You feel keenly aware that this effect, whatever has come over this room, there's only one thing that
That's
seems out of
what
place.
I figure.
Yeah. And you do find some immunities. You do not find any vulnerabilities, though.
Right. And I'm just looking at that thinking while they're talking.
Yeah, don't look at it like that. I mean, it's like...
What did you
That's-
do?
That's the cause of everything that's happening here. That thing has to be. Look at that thing.
Don't call it a thing.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Tell me, what did you do?
Cassandra,
Liz, how are you gonna sit here and
I-
talk to this? Oh.
we need to calm down a little, Cassandra. What is wrong with Jumbles?
Am I in trouble?
No, it's fine.
Yes!
No.
How can you be so calm? Look at him.
Do you not feel what this thing is doing to us? Imagine how long it's had Jumbles, Liz!
Am I in trouble?
No, you're not. in trouble.
I just was trying to help. I was trying to help.
I'm going to try and force these two out of the room.
Ooh.
Mom, no.
Oh.
Can I make a regular knowledge check on this? I'm pretty sure whatever you're gonna ask for is a +6. 'Cause
Okay.
I have that in like all of my knowledge stats, 5 because I'm stupefied.
Okay.
My focus is figuring out what this thing is and how to kill it. Because I'm
Whoa!
having the worst day of my life over here.
I'm having a totally regular one, except for my son is missing.
You stare at this creature just with blood in your eyes. This fierce anger overcoming you. And you're not able to determine much, but you can tell that this isn't just some kid. This is definitely some kind of undead creature. Now,
well, she's-
you're gonna try and force them out?
Yes.
Okay.
Try and intimidate you.
Very. Oh, you can try.
Like,
Look.
I am going to use Evil Eye on you.
Oh
I'm going to
my
look at you and go,
God.
Mom, no!
Liz, I don't know what kind of monster or undead or skeleton that thing is, but I don't know why you're treating it any different than that little hand drill skeleton we fought downstairs.
At this point, unless anybody has directly, physically fought Litzy, I see no reason why she wouldn't be able to usher out at
I mean,
least
she's gonna have
Cass.
to roll an athletics check. I'm
I
not
think,
like
yeah.
letting Jumbles is right here.
Cass
like-
is probably not going to succeed that at being a child, so Cass is out of the room at this point.
Well, I do still want to try and intimidate you. You got to do a will save.
Will save. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Natural 20.
First of all,
Look, this is her child. She is a teenage
Get
child.
so wrecked.
She's immune to her teenage child's evil eye.
I
This
just
is just being a parent.
as you're pushing me,
can't
I am
even
like
write that. You
violently
can't.
hitting you. Like
literally
it doesn't do anything, but I'm like
roll
hitting
my
you and
eyes.
fighting you.
My eyes roll. And then I keep pushing you back. And then I'm going to try and push. Does she change at all when she leaves the room? When she steps out of the room, or is it the same?
As you leave the room, Cass, you would feel better, not completely healed, not completely relieved of the condition that is overcome you, but notably slightly better.
So I'm gonna keep trying to push Talus out. This situation requires a calm mind, Talus. Get yourself
Athletics
together.
checks, please.
Oh gosh, that's terrible. That's only a 17.
Yeah, it's not gonna be my 4 DC.
Okay.
So she's trying to push me, and I'm like, I got sword in one hand, mirror in the other, and I'm like raising my sword or anything, but I'm digging my feet and I'm pushing back. I mean, not the first time this has happened. We are siblings.
Yep. This is it's familiar, actually. Yep.
Mom, why
But-
aren't you trying to fight this thing?
As she's trying to push me, I'm gonna tilt the mirror a bit and shoot a reflection of Talus to the other side of her next to this little creature.
Excellent. You do so, and a mirror image of you appears next to this creature. At just this same time, you see this boy just keeling over with some sort of panic in his eyes as he's feeling over his head, as he's seems to be racked with this panic, and you feel the door begin to push close.
If I see the kid panicking, I'm going to try and go pick him up.
Well,
Mother style.
we've reversed this now. I'm between you and the kid now.
Oh, I thought
and,
you were on the other side of him.
He's in the corner. Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I was on one side of you, and I'm on the other side of you now, pretty much. And immediately as I do that, I take a step towards this kid, and the one Talus you were wrestling with is gone. He just disappears.
And now that your focus is off me, I'm coming back into the room because
I'm gonna need you to roll me some initiative to see if you beat this door closing.
Wait, you
All of
closed
us?
the door on me?
All of
it's
us?
No.
closing by
Just
itself.
Cass.
Magic.
Cass
Oh, okay.
versus the
All
door.
of
All
us or
else.
just her?
Just Cass
Okay.
to see if she makes it through the door.
Stupefied does reduce your initiative.
Okay, so
So the door was already closing.
not great. 9 on the die, plus 6 minus 1, so plus 5, 14.
You are not able to squeeze into the room before the door closes, and you see this mold begin to ripple over it again.
I'm like, so granted, I do feel better being out of the room, but I was not in a good place before going into the room. So I am still like pounding on the door.
We're not magically upset. We're regular upset.
Yeah, I'm pounding on the door. I'm like, Grandpa, let me in. I have to do something. We have to do something, Grandpa.
I'm gonna sit there. I'm still kind of staggered. My eyes are half closed. I'm gonna literally raise up my sword, flat side facing down towards Anatoly here. Mm-hmm. Turn it off. Whatever this thing is, this spell is, this magic. Turn it off.
I don't know you. I don't know. Are you still going to try and get past Talus to pick him up?
Yes, this is not how you handle a child.
I believe you're gonna have to shove him out of the way, or are you going to let her through?
I'll let her pass. I'll circle around, so I'm still next to him. I'll let her come in.
Excellent. You come forward, and as Talus is raising his weapon over this child's frame, you sweep him up into your arms with no hesitation and no resistance from him. And you feel the shaking in your hands, reminding you of when Jumbles was smaller and Jumbles was sadder. But you do not feel amongst this heaving and shaking of his shoulders any tears, any moisture. Your blouse doesn't get wet. You just feel him shaking.
What are you
Stop.
didn't mean to upset everybody. I thought I was gonna help. I'm
Little boy, look at me.
And I'll pet him. It's all right.
Little boy. I'm this boy's grandfather.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. That's the whole
Hey.
point. You're supposed to come
Listen, look at me.
and
I don't know if you did this or what happened, but I want you to know we just want to make sure Jumbles is okay.
Jumbles is okay. He's okay. He's my friend. I can't.
Do you know how we treat friends?
I'm trying to the banquet, and he looks up at you, Leetzi, as he's trying to calm his breathing. The banquet is coming. And so
Can I,
and so
out of my backpack, because I definitely didn't get rid of it, could I pull out that teddy bear?
Okay, it is definitely still in your backpack. So you pull it out, and
Hey.
you see resting in your hands
This
teddy bear.
belonged to my son. And if it makes you feel better, I want to give you this. And it helped him when he was sad. So it could help you too, okay? Just look at it. You can hug it,
Your son?
my son.
Yeah,
Your Jumble's grandpa.
Yeah.
Jumbles' his father. We need
Volus.
Yes. Volus.
Yes. That was my son.
Yeah.
And if this is gonna help you, then I'm good with that.
As you extend it out towards him, he will reach out and take it. Clutch it close to him. Can you, put me down real quick?
Just one moment. I'm gonna kind of turn him away from. I'll just like pat his back and look at Talus, and then look down to Jumbles, and then look at Talus.
Oh.
What is that?
I don't know. I'll turn. I think I'm kind of by him and sort of sidle over towards Jumbles, and I'll put the mirror away and just hold my hand out. Give me that knife back.
And I'll like pass him the knife, and as he's doing that, I'll try and distract the kid a little bit. Maybe be like, oh, and yeah, like just kind of a little bit small talk, a little bit. Oh yes, the banquet is yeah.
I'm gonna-
Give me a performance check.
Oh yes, my great performance. I will need one because my let's see here. It's not very good. It's 10 on the die, but I only have 11 total. So like mediocre at best.
Okay.
And I'm turning towards Jumbles in the middle of the floor here, where he's attached to the ground by this, and I'm seeing carefully with this dagger in my hand if I can see if I can cut him free from this growth that's binding him down here. Because it's going all over his face, but I can't tell what that's doing, and it doesn't seem to be hurting him. So my first priority is getting him out of this room if we can.
You start to cut at the base first, under where he seems to be sitting crisscross applesauce here in the center of this spiral. And you start to try and force your knife through this thick growth that even kind of bends a little bit. It proves very, very difficult to cut. You are able to cut some. What kind of damage does that dagger do?
It's slashing. It's a dagger. I'm just literally trying to cut through it.
Roll damage.
Okay. If it's that hard to cut through, I'd probably I wouldn't take the time to sheath my sword. I'd just put it down on the ground so I can like kind of steady this.
Kind of
and roll
get
it.
some leverage and.
But it's just the dagger, so it's just gonna be 5 points of slashing damage.
Jumbles take 5 damage. You're able to start to cut through this, but it seems like it would take a lot.
Barely getting anywhere with this.
Can I go down for a second, please? That's a nice game. Don't I like that? But
Yes, of course, of course.
okay.
So what are you doing here?
Do you let him down?
Yeah.
As his feet hit the floor again, he immediately scuttles back over to Jumbles and places the teddy bear in where Jumbles' lap might be. Jumbles told me that he just wanted to be with his dad again. And so and he looks smiling at Jumbles with a hand rested on his shoulder. I said that I could help him.
Well, Jumbles is needed with us right now.
What did you do?
Softly and gently, tell us.
Well-
What was your name again?
I'll pick my sword
My,
back up.
my
take
name
the
is
mirror back up.
Anatoly.
Anatoly?
I
My
I-
name's Amadeus.
oh can I use your first name? Is that okay?
You could call me Mr. Amadeus, if that
Okay.
makes you feel more comfortable.
Mr. Numidas is gonna be tough because that's both of us.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Amadeus, I said I could help him, and
He's-
so, cause he said that if that his family would want to come too, and so
Anatoly.
if Jumbles was here,
Anatoly.
and then you could all go
Can
together,
you-
and
Get him. I'm trying super hard to focus here. I'm putting everything I can into trying to ignore this emotion that I can't get rid of and just be some degree of calm. Can you let Jumbles out of this? Can you get rid of whatever this is that's growing all over him here?
oh no, I can't. Well, I wouldn't. The banquet's coming.
I need you
The banquet's
to
coming.
let Jumbles out. It's
but-
very important to look. It's very important to us.
He's only safe in there.
His mom, his grandpa, his uncle, his sister. that You let him
Anatoly.
out of there.
Anatoly,
Can I
look
make
at
a
me.
diplomacy check? Like,
Sure.
I mean,
When he says my sister, I look around. I'm like, what happened to Cassandra? The door is closed.
I literally have not even noticed that she's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Cassandra, you can make me an athletics check because you've been banging on this. Unless you have some weapon to use.
At this point, I have stopped trying to get in the room. And I am having a full-blown panic attack, just curled up on the floor in the hallway. Like, I am legit sobbing and panicking right now. So.
Anatoly.
You all could certainly hear that.
Okay.
Bad day
Great.
for the Numida
This
kids.
is a terrible day for the
This is a terrible day for the Numidas. But
30.
diplomacy check. 30.
Wow.
With the -1 from Stupefied.
Wow.
Tell me again how you tried to persuade him.
I don't know who this Anatoly is. I don't know what this thing is, but it's acting. It seems enough like a child, and I've been around Cass since she was growing up. I've been around Jumble since he was pretty young, and I'm not great with kids. I'm not gonna lie, but this is less of a obviously it's not a threat at all anymore, and less of a appeal to reason here so much as just a combination of just direct, like he's thinking like a little kid, and a grown-ass man's telling me he's to do something. Not forcefully, not with my sword up, but he needs to do it. And that it's important to his parents that he lets him out.
Anatoly freezes and looks up at you with a sort of tense and pensive expression. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make a mess of things. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to do. If you could just listen. Well, but please, because the banquet is coming. The Dominion of the Black will come and will eat the whole world.
Out, and then we can listen to whatever it is that's so important about this banquet.
I don't know if I can.
Anatoly, you said you were helping Jumbles?
Yes, if you would just listen. The Dominion of the Black will come. And then the world will be no more. And he wants to be with his dad again.
I know. Anatoly, I am having a very bad time right now. And you wanting to help Jumbles is you're very kind for that. But I need to let you know, there is nothing I would want more than to also be with my son, his father. But today, I can't lose another boy.
These things, they happen when it's time. And totally, that's how the whole cycle works. That's it's not for us to determine that. We can't determine that. That's too much for just regular mortal minds.
Well, we won't be able to determine it. The banquet is coming any day now, and he would pass in a far more terrible way than what I can do. I can bring. Don't you want him to be with his dad again?
I want him to be
That's all
out
he said he wants.
of this and back with his family that's here right now.
Well, he will be.
Let him out.
When you all are too. You feel mold begin to grow around your feet, covering your shoes, crawling up your legs. Everybody can roll me initiative.
Should I roll initiative even though I'm outside of the room?
Yes.
Yes, you may.
Kick a door really hard.
It's okay. You have other people kicking doors.
Do I need to roll initiative? I'm technically a statue right
I'm
now.
here.
Like I'm
In a
also
way.
present.
physically I am there, but
Yes, you may roll me some initiative.
cool. Excited for my turn.
Sick.
I didn't want it. Excited for my turn where I don't do anything.
Well, I didn't say that.
Ah, sick.
You take damage.
You said that. Yeah, you'll take damage.
Take damage.
And stupefied is a subtraction.
It is
to
subtracted from your perception, yeah. Because anything that's wisdom, intelligence, or charisma.
At least I'm not stupefied. You know, bright side.
And not everybody at the
Yeah,
table
one
can
of the
say
one
that.
of the two people that it like matters to isn't stupefied, so that's cool. It's literally going to be perception, and it's not going to affect you for like the rest of the foreseeable future. So don't worry about it.
Probably like will saves or.
Yeah, will saves. It makes your will saves. It's a snowball penalty, so it makes you worse at further will saves. You get more stupid.
I have a 24.
24. I almost put up the strange aeons ones.
Crossover?
Oh, are you blessed?
Yes.
Well,
I
do you
can
want to
go
use it
now.
on this?
No, I'll go behind this one.
Okay.
I want to see what it does. I want to see what
Weird
happens.
child things.
17.
17. Jumbles.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Talus.
19.
19. Cass.
15.
15.
Nice little
17.
nugget.
This is a fast boy.
He's quick
13.
using- Well, none of us
What did
rolled-
you say again?
none of us
19?
rolled very good.
Cass, what did you say again?
15.
15. I believe you're right there. Get in there. All right. As you feel this mold begin to crawl up your legs, it's not yet gripping or holding you down to the floor, but you can feel as if almost likened to the small tug of a child against your shirt, begging you for their attention to hear them. Anatoly will walk forward, and he's going to approach Talus. And Talus, you're going to feel a deep piercing sinking into your upper thigh as this mold and the vines and the forms of it sink into your skin. Tell me, is a 27 gonna hit?
27 will hit.
Okay. Excellent. You're going to take a little bit of damage here as this mold begins to take root into you. That's going to be 11 damage. And then will you please roll me a fortitude save?
All right. 20 even.
20 even.
Dirty 20.
You feel as this sinks into your thigh, and as the pain distracts you for a moment, it seems almost to react like its own being. Seeing you unawares, it starts to ripple rapidly up your chest, zooming towards your throat. You feel your breath being drawn out from your chest, sapping at your strength. You are enfeebled 1 and fatigued.
This is an exhausting child.
It is in fact a child.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's terrible. Anatoly is going to continue to focus on you, glaring deep into your eyes, focusing intently on you. As he continues to look at you. Oh, well, the second hit will not hit, but the other one
Rapid
will,
fire
and it
calculators.
Super calculating.
super crits. So sorry, sir. I didn't say that. Oh gosh.
Got a dart. Aiming for the heart.
Yeah, right.
Very squirty all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh. Take that back.
Sounded wet.
meant like a
Take
samurai.
9 damage for me and roll another fortitude save.
I have to shoot myself in the face here, but 9 or 18?
A 9
You
or 18.
crit me, right?
He rolled a 20, and
Can't
then
be 9.
Hmm?
It can't be 9.
If it doubled,
Doubles
if
If
the
you double
damage
it,
doubled,
it couldn't be odd.
did the damage double?
Oh, you're right. I hadn't crit it yet. I said that it was
18.
It was 9 damage.
So 18.
I said it was 9, so it's 18. So is that you keeping me honest, and I
Yeah.
appreciate
Not
that.
that this is
Stop.
good for me or
I
anything,
appreciate
but
that.
there's
Yeah.
no way it could possibly be 9.
Stop
Like, it's
actuallying when it comes to your death.
not possible.
Give me that other fortitude save.
Okie dokie. Second fortitude says, I think literally 1 worse. 2 worse because I'm enfeebled, so 18.
18.
Or
Um,
fatigued.
Oh,
Status.
man.
None of them stank.
You feel this exhaustion continue to, as the cords of this mold seem to be wrapping around your throat. You don't feel it increase, but you do feel it continue to sap at your energy. That will be its turn.
Wow.
Stands in front of Talus,
Great.
deadlocked.
I'm going to turn towards the door since I'm right next to it,
Mhm.
and I'm going to try and like wrench it off of its hinges, trying to open the door.
Biggest resist.
Give me an athletics check.
Ugh. 23.
23. Easily. You
Oh.
are able to...
Bomb strength.
Mom strength. Kids are in danger. Mom strength activates. You feel the adrenaline rushing through you. You rip this door open. You feel it dislodge a bit on the hinges, and you see Cass just a puddle on the other side of the door.
Cassandra! My goodness. And I'm going to turn around and I'm like, we need to de-escalate this situation. and I'm going to pick up the kid and try and walk out of the room.
Excellent. I've cast you protest.
No.
The Skeleton.
Oh, that kid.
We have tried
We're de-escalating. It is. It's possible, guys. It's possible. I'm de-escalating the situation. Sometimes we just need a breather, everybody.
Okay.
I'm more scared about what will happen when he leaves the room
I know.
than anything
It's
else.
a dark room. It's very depressing. Everybody feels bad. We need to get out of the room.
Okay. He's not gonna go willingly at this point. You
Well,
approach him and
some
he is
kids-
just zoned in on Talus. He seems furious, like a toddler mid-tantrum.
De-escalation.
You're gonna have to make some kind of roll for me, ma'am.
Okay. What kind of roll?
Let's see. Well, you are going to be forcing movement from him, so
Yes.
I believe that
Pretty
that's
athletics.
yeah, that's gonna be athletics. I believe that's gonna be against his.
19 on the die.
Lift the baby.
That's a 31.
Lift the baby.
First of
Don't
all,
shake the
I'm
baby.
a
Yes, shake
professional
the
at
baby.
this.
This is the
Take the
fight
baby.
for you, dude. Yep. You he starts to fight you a little bit and fighting hard. Like he's like crawling over you, he's kicking.
Got
He
short
begins
limbs, I
to
have long
scream
limbs.
and thrash, but you are able to get him up. He is a very, very small child, so his protestations seem to be fruitless.
Can I bring him out of the room, or is that if I open the door, lift up child, and walk out as my 3 action, is that something I can do or no?
Just leave.
I think I
actions
don't
to
see a
leave.
single reason why you can't.
I just
you
need
just
He just needs to like get out of the room. The room is a terrible place. Maybe he'll just be happier not in this environment.
You begin to take him out of the room, and he is fighting you hard, clawing onto, reaching out to the door frame, trying to find some surface to grab onto to stay in his room, screaming at you, "No! No! No! I don't wanna! I didn't do anything!"
It's all right, and I'll like pat
She
him.
has 2 kids. We've been
Yeah.
here before.
We'll like pat him. I'll pat
is
him
a
on the
no.
back as I'm just holding him. They're like little scratch marks. So it's like holding a very angry cat.
Again, we've been here before.
So I'm just gonna, and that's my turn. Honestly, that's all. Like that's my 3 actions. Where
He
he's out of
continues,
the
yeah,
room.
he continues screaming at you, "No, you're not my mom!" Tell us.
I've also had that happen.
I'm gonna look.
Oh, that's a little rough.
I got this
That is sad.
crap all over me, and it's pretty debilitating. And I'm just gonna look at Amadeus and say, "Can you get Jumbles up?" And hold my turn.
Okay. Talus goes to Dreamland.
I'm out.
He's in timeout
That
over.
means something else in this
comfortably
campaign.
off-screen.
So like,
I could. No, you could. He's floating on something.
you can move
The
the
box?
You
The
can move the
box?
box.
The
Sully,
box,
just slide
dude.
the
Move the box.
Okay, just
Here we go.
slide
This is
the
it.
box.
Box is your
There you
greatest
go.
Oh
enemy.
yeah, there it is.
I hate moving the box.
Like that shelf that it's
How
on
weird is it?
extends
Like,
to the edge
everybody
of that screen.
says that,
so you
but
can,
I
like,
don't
push
believe
Here's
it.
what we're gonna
box.
do.
And I've never checked it.
Sully, stand up. Walk around the side table and look at the position of
You
the
can't
box.
tell the
Dad,
DM
we're
what to
live.
do.
Like-
Just look at it.
Okay.
Get up and look at it. You're fine. You can move the box.
Our immersion.
You
It's not gonna go anywhere.
You can push it all the way to like the edge
you
of
have
that
so much
screen there,
space
that
to move.
monitor.
Everybody
Box.
knows I'm wearing my jorts.
Or you're John Cena.
What a nightmare.
Now
thing
I'm
that's
having
ever
the worst day. You happy? Are you all happy?
Yes. I'm having an undeniably good time.
The shelf is admittedly very long.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Amadeus, it's your turn. That's it. That's your turn.
Okay.
Now
I
we know Sully has legs.
I am going
Virgin
to. I'm gonna. Can I like look over, investigate this spiral that Jumbles is in to see if I can remove him safely?
You most certainly can. You start scanning frantically this. You start scanning this spiral and tracing it with your hand, sorting out. You try and rip some of this debris up even and as you're disturbing it, and it's all likewise stuck to the floor, caked with this mold, this fungus, tiny mushrooms and things growing out of it. Make me an occultism check.
Oh no.
I know you're not gonna like what I have to say.
Gotta save my grandson! That's a nat one.
Okay, maybe switch
He's
dice.
very
This
stupid.
dice is a little sketchy right now.
Yeah.
It's a little on the dangerous side.
It's spicy.
Let me try again.
No. Oh, a nat 1.
Yeah.
And Jumbles dies.
Just rip him out.
No, no.
Literally rip him off.
Just rip him out. He's fine.
Strength check.
He adds character.
As you are tracing this spiral with your hands, crawling on your hands and knees, trying to decipher it, making the same motion with your hand, following it, you begin to feel something come over you, pulling deeply with intention, with malicious motive at your mind. And you feel not quite yourself. You can raise your malevolence condition by 1.
Ooh, sick.
And you're starting, as this despair is sinking deep into you, as you are overwhelmed with this feeling of defeat and sadness, you're starting to see where Anatoly's coming from. And that is what happens when you look at the spiral.
That's
And
my-
roll a 1.
That's my first action.
First action is get depressed.
I was already
That's
depressed.
a action for me.
Joke's on you. That's always the case.
I took a feat, so I actually...
Actually,
I was born with that condition.
in my backstory, my character's always depressed. So.
Okay, oof.
Big
Do
oof.
it again.
I
Do
heavily
it again.
penalized
Do
them.
it
I
again.
heavily penalized Nat ones, Gary.
Do
I'm
it
so
again.
sorry. But I give
I'm
you
gonna
big
do
wins
it
for
again.
You're gonna do it again?
Do it again. Do it again.
One more time. It was
One
funny
more
in
for
there.
the fan.
Oh, we got a hero point for Gary from Tim C.
Tim C! Yes, I love you, Tim C.
We happen to have a lot of. You guys are watching the stream, right? We are the hugest fans, though, in this room because there's a lot of huge Tim C fans.
Tim
just
C,
needs to be
remember
said.
you from
It
seeing
We
needs to be
stand
said.
Tim C in this house.
Yes.
He's my hero.
I'm multi-classing into paladin. My deity is Tim C.
Yeah.
Excellent. You got a hero point. Okay, so you're examining it again.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Get more depressed? Like,
I'm already there.
Heaven forbid, I will not stop you.
I guess instead I'm gonna kind of I want to pull out my ever-burning torch. I assume that's my second action.
Okay.
To kind of light up the
Your
room.
flashlight?
And then third action, my
Yes, the
flashlight.
flashlight.
Yes, very, very in character for Gary. I'm like, darkness? I don't think so. And then my third action, I kind of want to scan the room to try and see if there's anything that would be relevant to see help. You know?
Good idea.
Good idea. Good idea.
Excellent
Okay.
work. Excellent detective.
Give me that perception check, my
I
dear.
will. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a 13 on the die plus 8, so non-natural 20.
You look up and start
20
scanning
wait,
this
no,
room.
no,
you're
math.
stupefied, so you're right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
accidentally right.
I was like,
I'm
wow, he
accidentally right.
remembered.
I was like, damn, you remembered stupefying. I'm proud of you. We'll just pretend you remember stupefying.
No, I'm just bad at math.
Gary.
Edit
I
it out.
remembered stupefying. I'm just really bad at math.
Edit it out. Nobody saw it.
It happened.
We'll get that in post. We get that in post. Arcadis is making a note, but he's giving me a mean point. He's not doing it. You, from your spot on the ground by the spiral, still on your knees, you begin to scan this room, looking around, eyes darting from shelf to shelf. As there's a lot to take in this room, it is a full child's bedroom. You see drawings, you see discarded, even broken apart toys. There are pieces used to form this spiral. And you see, notably, a collection of, on a shelf higher than, at the highest shelf in the room, higher than you could presume a child could reach. No step stool in sight. There's the small chair on the floor, but the shelf is very high. It seems like it was intentionally put out of reach. You see a extensive collection of medicines. You see capsules, some powders, various liquids and vials, a stunningly large collection of medicine.
I'm gonna take this in, and then I'm gonna shout from the hall, Cass! Come in here to help your brother!
Worst day ever. I'm sorry, Cass.
What?
Hey, she's in the
Worst
hall.
day ever. I'm
It's
sorry,
not-
Cass.
Hey, she's in the hall. It's just actually a worst day ever. At least it's not just like
It's
some
not
sort of mental
magically
spell.
I had
worst day
nothing
ever.
to do with that.
This is an au natural worst day ever.
This is just a therapy needed worst day ever.
I actually don't respond because as soon as Mom came out carrying that bird child, all my focus went to the bird child because I am enraged after this panic attack and sobbing fest, and so that's tunnel vision. All I'm focusing on.
Amadeus,
That's my 3
your last
actions.
yeah. That's it for you. Goodbye. And we come to Cass.
Okay.
Your eyes locked on your mother holding this child, screaming, kicking, fighting her.
So, standing up, like, kind of, at first I'm shaking from, like, how stressed and how angry I am, and I'm feeling all this hatred towards Anatoly, and, I am going to bon mot him. I look at him throwing a tantrum, and I'm just like, oh, grow up. Oh, wait,
And you
you
paid
can't.
Ouch.
And he dies.
No, he already did.
Again.
He just
From
dusts.
Anonymous, let's go, Squid. My first hero point to you. I never liked giving you a villain point. Villain point for Age of Ashes, so.
Aw.
Why?
Stop on mowing yourself!
Did you seriously?
I said help your brother!
Such a good quip!
It was a really good
It
line.
was good.
For what it's worth, it was a great line.
Give us that quip one more time. Let's
no,
relive
see, the
what
problem
might
is-
have been.
Yes.
The problem is that she's not evil, so it's hard for her.
So she
soul.
feels bad
Yeah.
afterwards. And
Yeah.
She's a very sweet little lady.
Maybe we retire Bon Mo.
I was so proud of
Three on
that,
Bon
and
Mos.
now I am so mad.
Just sunset it.
So
I think you should just let her repick that feat.
yeah.
I would never.
Not going great.
Not at this.
Like, okay, so I kind of wince at myself because looking at him, he reminds me of Jumbles because he's so small, and I've seen Jumbles get upset and have rough times, and I'm just like, conflicted. And then I am, like process that Grandpa was calling me into the other room, and I'm gonna be like, hang on, and then
Reggie lurches onto your shoulder and kind of seeming to produce out of thin air, leaning one elbow onto your shoulder,
Do
kind
not.
of twiddling his whiskers. Bullying a child. That's a low blow,
see the
Cassandra.
circumstances right now.
I'm just
You were
saying.
here with me while I was
That
sobbing.
kid's like 4, babe. This is a really bad look. I just
Yeah, well, you know what the situation is. I don't care what the
I
look
mind my
is.
business. He sinks back into your bag. I guess.
And then I look back at Anatoly, and I am going to cast Agitate. This does not require a
It
check
doesn't.
from me.
Everybody is agitated.
This requires a saving throw from him. And so I'm gonna look at him and be like, I am going to kill you again. And that I am going to try and strike fear into his heart so that if he doesn't move on a turn, he will take damage.
Excellent. This is
yeah.
on the child.
My mom's carrying a baby. I'm going to cast Angry on the baby.
There's an angry baby.
I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get out of
man.
Litsy's grasp. Like,
What kind of save is that, my dear?
that is a will save.
A will save. He rolled a 2 on the die. It is a 17.
It does not.
Yes!
You made the child feel bad.
Yes.
You made the baby cry.
He's agitated!
Now
yeah.
what?
17. That doesn't count as a critical
No,
fail.
it needs
okay.
to be a nat 1. Or...
Okay, so that means this is in effect for 2 rounds. So,
Excellent.
For 2 rounds, if he doesn't move, he will take 2d8 mental damage.
Wow.
Yeah. And that is...
And he is frightened, you said?
It's...
That's just flavor.
Oh,
I think she was
just
just
flavor.
flavoring what she was doing.
Yeah,
flavor.
it just makes them restless.
2d8. Excellent.
So yes. And that is the end of my turn. Because I just had to, like...
Yeah. You show that kid.
Bully the
You,
child.
He tries to kill my little brother, and, like, I'm having such a panic attack. I am going to unleash all my teen fury on this child. I don't care if he's a child. Like,
You see him as he is clawing at your mom, reckless abandon, throwing fruitless punches, squirming about. You see him lurch over her shoulder and just meet your eyes with complete terror and panic and freeze for a moment before he screams, "Ah!" And he continues to attack with an even greater fervor than before. He is certainly agitated.
I'm also, like, doing this with a little bit of spite towards my mom, even though I know that it's really hard to, like, escape from her grasp when she's holding on to
You're
you.
a 14-year-old
I'm-
girl. You do everything with a little bit of
Yeah,
spite.
yeah.
I'm like, she pushed me out of that room, and I proceeded to have a panic attack, and now she's coddling that little monster. You deserve to get scratched up.
How is it us that's on the same kill the baby page and not everybody else? How is it us that's... Oh, no, I don't
Yeah,
know
the
what
animal
happened.
lover
People will look
and the
back and
favorite
say,
uncle.
this
What
very
happened?
divisive episode of
Like,
This is what unites Cass and Talus is the desire to murder a 4-year-old. Like this is
like I've
this
been
is gonna be our
against-
bonding moment. Are we sure? Do we want to like second
been-
guess this one?
I've been against, like, harming
problematic
the
episode.
denizens of this house for so long, and then this situation is different because my little brother is dying. So, yes.
Also, there's an evil demon baby. So
Yes.
I mean, like,
Demon baby is killing my brother.
Yeah, but it's for the great.
That's my
it's for
favorite
his own
Goosebumps.
good. Jumbles.
What can I do, huh? I'm vibing.
You feel
Alive.
you feel as if you were lying under your covers back at home. Complete darkness, that warm air, smothered by blankets, hiding from something terrifying. The monster under your bed. And then you feel this pulsing as it begins to race harder, faster, pounding deep in your chest. It's your own heartbeat as you hear this ringing coming over your ears, growing to an overwhelming whine as you suddenly jolt awake, gasping for air, eyes wide open. This is a wheel from Cyan Fox. Please don't let our sweet frog boy die.
Alive! Thank you, Simon!
You are able to rip this this piece off of your face, and if you make me an athletics check, you can wrench yourself from the ground.
You're strong. Think strong thoughts.
You're strong.
+4 with a -1 to armor. So, 11.
11.
child.
I'm but a boy. with a -1 to strength. So,
Okay, I'll give you that you've had a little head start here from some work Talus has done. You're able to sort of start to get up part of your right leg. You are not able to get fully up, but you have some leverage now with one leg pushing you off of the ground, one stuck.
his knee is just up. He's just got his
It's
knee
not
up.
so hard to do anymore. You feel these pieces of mold starting to become papery and breaking off of you. That is one of your actions for your first try to get up.
Oh, I have all 3. Okay, sick.
It's a wheel, dude.
I forgot, you know?
Where's the big boy button?
I'll do it again, you know?
It would have
When in-
been
when in
bad
a row.
if that didn't happen.
We need Jumbles free.
I'll go again.
The child.
One more
I
time.
believe in you.
Here it is.
Good vibes.
It's one higher.
It's one higher.
12.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice,
12.
dude. I mean,
You know what?
this is.
You know what? I'll hero point it. You know what? I'll hero point it. I want to stand
There,
up.
baby.
Here it is. This is it. 7 again.
11.
You put a lot of resources into this, man.
Thank you for your money.
Oh my.
Okay, so.
Woo! Jumbles is
save.
back, baby. Look at
You
him.
got-
Moving his leg.
You got a third action in there, boy?
You're able to get yourself, you're into a sort of kneeling position. You are not yet completely free. You feel one hand stuck to the ground where you were sat, like crisscross applesauce, and one portion of your left leg remaining.
You know what?
Third time's the
Sure
charm.
it is. He's
Do it.
hang on.
Do it.
I'm almost there.
If you natural one, this is gonna be real
This is
sad.
good. This is
Please.
good. 2.
Hey, but he did natural 1.
That's like one away.
6
Hey.
with the +4.
I slip a little. I'm just off
I'll
the
give
ground.
you
I'm like,
your hand. You can have both hands, but you are kneeling.
I'm like just on the ground. Like, give me a second. Hang on. I need a minute.
And
you
there's a-
lay there hacking up bits of this mold and gunk out of your throat.
As he starts pulling himself up there and starts moving, I immediately this is like a steadying source for me. Despite everything, this mold growing all over me, pulling at my throat, punching into me. Jumbles! And I'm gonna kneel down and step in with my turn and try to help him.
Excellent. You, this is starting to break apart at this point. Very little bits of it are hanging on. I think no check necessary. You are definitely able to get him off of the
4 in
ground.
athletics, but you're trained in it. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And I have
She
armor.
doesn't want to risk.
Yeah, I'm not
natural
gonna say
one,
my
so-
modifier is way worse than his,
Yeah.
but 0, baby.
I have Jumbles in boot camp.
Let's go! I'm just rolling a die.
Oh baby.
And that's why you were the one who didn't go to the military. Oh,
Hey,
man.
I'm enfeebled. No bully.
I've already.
It should be +1. Thank you.
The mold is falling apart. It's starting to disintegrate to turn into dust. You are certainly able to get Jumbles off of the floor using an action.
Okay. Then I'll picking him up. I'm looking down to see. I'm not trained, but I'm gonna make a medicine check to look him over and see if he looks all right. But I don't know.
That's a frog.
That's a 5 on the die, so 5. Wait, I'm stupefied. 4.
Might be a
You
frog.
don't know.
It could be a frog.
You just give him a hug immediately.
Literally,
Context clues would tell you maybe not.
The baby, I hear screaming baby outside and spells coming out. I'm like, they got that handled, but they don't. There's not a whole lot I don't know that I can do at this point. I'm seriously, like, I'm down trying to pick him up. I'm going to get him up. And as I get him off of the ground here, I'm absolutely just going to hug him. Oh, by the gods, Jumbles, are you okay? Are you all right?
Ow, hang on a second.
Sorry, I'm not
That
like...
hurt. Where's the kid?
Dad, what do we do? I can't think through this, Dad. I don't know whatever that thing is doing.
Go to Litzy. Go to Litzy.
That's my 3 actions, so I'll go next turn.
All right.
I mean, unless you want me to hug him.
Very
Unless hugging
angry
is... If
child.
hugging's a free action, I'll go to the door. But,
Hugging's always a free
okay,
action.
then I'll walk
Yeah.
over. I'll use my last action and walk over to the door then.
Excellent.
And more of a kind of a stumble. This stuff's still clinging to me. I'm not looking great.
You do so. You come upon this scene as this creature is viciously trying to attack Litzy. As no longer located in its room, the mold starting to try and crawl out of the room, but struggling to get to him. He is resorting to his hands, biting onto you, and he's going to scratch at you. Let's see. Ooh, no. A 25, my dear.
That does it. Well, I would think it would hit. I
Probably
am
could hit the
holding
way
him.
he's carrying him.
I
Point
thought
blank.
it might.
call this danger close.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and take. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's better than this sheet. I need to really quickly.
He's
upgrade
strong.
that.
Better than the sheet.
He's better
Oh
than the
yes.
sheet.
Okay, 14 damage.
Oh, he's stronger than Talus.
He's swole.
Will
Jumbles
you
is stronger
please
than
make
Talus.
me a will save?
Will save.
Yes.
Okay. Will save. 17 on the die plus 8. What is that? 25. And I'm not stupefied.
Excellent.
She's smart.
Excellent.
It's hard. You can't. It's very hard to sway me.
Yes, it is.
Children, very little sway.
You feel him clawing, scratching, reaching up, trying to shake and thrash at your throat. And as he bangs into you, trying to scratch deep into your core, you are able to sort of misdirect him a little bit and moving him from side to side. But as he comes colliding into your throat, you will find that your voice is certainly weaker, very hoarse, as it's clearly having an effect on you.
Okay.
And he is going to try and wrench himself free from your arms, although I don't imagine this
That
goes
has
well
the
for
attack
him.
trait, so it's at a -5.
Excellent for him. And let's see, where is your...
-10.
He's
got a
probably
-10.
He's probably untrained, which means that it's D20 plus his strength modifier.
Oh, excellent. We'll try one more time, but
Yeah.
it is massively fruitless. It's a toddler.
He
It's a
is
toddler
a
trying to
baby.
get out of an adult's
Angry baby.
And
arms.
since your spell, since he didn't move,
Yeah.
Yes, he is not able to
He's
move,
Very upset.
He's super.
despite
Angry.
great
a form of torture.
efforts.
Ooh. Well, he's a little.
This is a
upset. He doesn't
Geneva
feel
convention
good.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
4 damage.
For mental damage.
Yes.
You ever throw a tantrum so hard you have a minor aneurysm?
With what brain?
Agitate.
Yay!
So that's the cool part. The magic provides you a brain if you have an aneurysm.
To aneurysm. That's even more horrifying to imagine somebody growing a brain to then have it pop. Like, that's like horrifying.
Finger girls
my
and a
God.
monkey's paw.
Litzy, what would you like to do? This kid is struggling in your arms. He seems to be starting to run out of steam here. He knows that he cannot get out.
I'll be like, all right. Maybe you need a little bit of a timeout. I'm going to go.
No!
I'm going to. The door is already open next to me in this bedroom. Put him down. Close the door.
Oh my god.
He's not. What's he gonna do? Make the athletic stick?
This one nearest to you or the one at the end of the hall?
The one that I opened, because I don't know what's at the end of the hall. Talisman him.
Oh, excellent.
And this one seems like a fine bedroom. I'm just gonna.
Is this how you saw this going when you were prepping for this encounter earlier? Did you think we were gonna
Not
put
me,
the
like,
baby in timeout?
Just big X's through all my notes, just like, no.
This is what you do when a kid throws a tantrum in front of a bunch of people is you like bring them out a little bit.
Take him out of the room, you put him, you scold him in private, you put him in timeout. She's a mom.
Parenting advice from UGT.
You kick open the door with your foot, just your hands are occupied holding him, and you go to the center of the room, you set him down, and you begin to run towards the door as he, realizing what's going on,
Where am I?
screaming, thrashing after you, no! No! And he comes thudding onto the door, banging against it. No! I didn't do anything! Stop! No!
And I'll pat the door as I'm holding the handle. I'll pat the door. He just. I'll like at Cass. I'm like, he just needs some time to cool off.
Imagine you threw him on the bed in midair and you turn and book it.
0 people globally did this with this encounter.
No one did
This is a unique experience.
Sometimes you need to start disciplining the bosses of a room. Like, that's what you need to do. Okay.
you just need to let them get it out of their system.
We're going back to those paintings and we're going to show them what's what. Okay?
Let him tire himself out.
And I'll call out, All right, so I've put the kid in the room. How's Jumbles doing? How's he looking?
Jumbles he's up. I think he's all right.
You just hear him hacking.
Excellent.
He's up.
Maybe we should. That room does seem rather bad for the lungs. The hallway's clear.
The hallway's clear. Oh my gosh. Unless Cassandra is going to continue to hurt he's moving now.
Hurt the baby.
Yeah, I don't think he's agitated anymore.
I don't see a
not
single
because of the
reason
baby.
how you are still in combat.
Is this door have a lock?
I'm yes,
holding
it
it.
definitely has a lock.
And its name is Lindsay.
Obviously, Lindsay's standing there right now, but like,
Yep.
time out.
Yeah.
Just put a chair up against
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Well, if we just have
It
rope
do-
and
it
tie it
has
to
a
the other
lock.
door.
It would lock from the inside
Right.
is a bedroom. You do not have a key.
just
You're
hold it
currently
for-
holding the door closed.
I have rope.
You could find some way to shut this kid in.
Well, I am planning on going back in at some point, so I'll just hold it for now. Well, he's a child. First of all, Jumbles.
I think he's like in the doorway, just like hand on the door, just like, oh, hey.
I'm still covered in this crap. There's like blood running down where it's going into me.
I'm hugging him and like crying. I'm like, I was so worried about you.
Oh my god,
What
oh my
happened?
god.
And as you are all gripping onto each other, Litsi holding the door tightly closed,
Just
despite
hear
protestations
screeching.
on the other side, as people are beginning to recover. We're going to take our break. Thank you all for joining us for an incredibly eventful thus far episode of Malevolence, where we're doing a one-on-one in parenting. The terrible twos. It's
It's a problem.
Terrible
It's a
200s.
problem.
This is literally. This is literally like an educational video
Yeah.
with like the how to teach your kid, how not
this
to
is
teach your kid.
the last thing that I thought that you guys would do. I love it.
I mean, I guess to be fair, we've beaten everything else to death, so.
Yeah, we gotta change
No,
sometimes.
We've set the standard with the mimic in the front room, okay?
Yeah, first of all, literally
This is
the
a
first
largely
encounter we made friends
compassionate
with. So
group. This is not the first bad end that you guys have saved. It's like
we're
the
up to like
third.
4 at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We're all gonna use the restroom. We're gonna get some snacks. Gary brought us fruit snacks. We're going to partake.
Fruit snacks.
We encourage you to do the same. And we'll see you guys back in 10 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Malevolence. I'm a little thirsty.
This is a good time.
A good time. It's like we just took
You
a
got
break.
10 minutes.
So you had 10 entire minutes.
That was an attack. We return back to this children's, well, not in the children's bedroom. We're now outside in the
Piled
hall,
up in the hall.
surrounded by you can hear the screaming of a child coming from one bedroom, another left below unexplored, and this now empty child's bedroom where you have just witnessed an absolutely unspeakably terrifying horror. As you're all comforting each other and coming off of the effects that have altered your minds, what do you do?
I'm definitely just sitting down in the hall. The second that I come out here and realize Jumbles has come out of the room and that Litzy has put the baby in the corner, I'm sitting down kind of at the intersection of the hallway, back against the wall, literally just like leaning back, eyes closed against it. There's fungus, it's growth, whatever it is, still all over me, still bleeding. And just take my hat off and just lay there. Does the enfeebled go away too, or am I still enfeebled?
The enfeebled will remain for
Okay,
the
so
next
definitely-
24 hours. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
So.
So definitely I'm still fatigued. That's not going anywhere either.
Jumbles, how did you get to this side of the house?
The moment you say Jumbles, he just runs up and hugs you.
Oh,
Aw.
and I would like one hand on the doorknob.
Right, yeah.
Kinda
Door's still pounding.
Shuffle him up onto the.
You hear
holding one of-
scratches as the
Yeah.
nails are digging into the
I'm like, I'll have him
fingers
on one.
reaching underneath the door.
I'll,
When I see the little fingers reaching under, I just go, hey!
Jumbles is just like grasped around your neck, and he's just like, I heard crying, I heard somebody crying, and it sounded like a kid, and I didn't want them to be alone, so I went out and helped, and everyone was asleep, so I just thought, oh, it's a kid, I can handle a kid, I can bring it back, and it was more than a kid, and he's just freaking out a bit.
Well, I'm glad you're all right, Jumbles. Let's try to stick together, though.
Jumbles, why didn't you wake anyone up? We would have come with you.
You guys needed a rest. You all were hurt a lot. You guys were hurt a lot, and I didn't want to. You needed a rest to feel better. So I went. I was fine. I did get hurt, so I could handle it.
Well,
I thought I could.
Even Daddy Dearest isn't supposed to go off alone. It doesn't mean he's any less of a strong. You know, he's the strongest. It's very dangerous to go off by yourself, though, and I'm very glad you're all right. It's just kind of a spooky place here, and normally I don't think it would be too much of a problem. Here in particular, you might want to be a little bit cautious.
He just kind of nods and sniffles, and he's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Jumbles.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk towards him, latching on to Litzy. And then just kind of pick him up and hold him in my arms and go, "Are you okay?"
I got a little hurt a minute ago, but besides that, I'm okay.
Yeah, I looked him over, Agent. He looked pretty fine.
I said there's like a stab wound.
Very visible.
Like, did you?
Jumbles, you would also have with you now, found placed in your lap when you came to, a teddy bear.
Oh, right.
Which you do not recognize.
I think he's holding it just without even realizing it. He's a kid. He's
Yeah.
a stuffed animal. He's
Yeah.
freaked out. So I think it makes
There's
sense that
no
he's just
reason
holding
you
it.
would know
Yeah.
whose it was or
I don't think he even
how
realizes
it got
he's
there.
holding it until.
Did that belong to the bird kid?
No.
Oh no. I don't know where this came from.
I had it.
Oh.
Yes, don't worry about it. It's a good toy, and my eyes will flash to Daddy Dearest. Very like the shade of the sheen on the glasses, and then you go back. No, it's fine. It's
If you like it, you could have it.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. And he's gonna squirm out of you and put it in his bag. He's gonna run over to Cass. He's gonna give her a big hug, and he's gonna say, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm glad you're okay.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you're okay then. And then he's gonna run over to Talus and just pull up bandages.
Yeah.
And go, you're not okay. I know you're not okay.
Yeah, I think I could use a little bit for sure.
Here's some water.
I don't know if it's gonna be better to take this out or leave it. It grew in pretty deep.
Can I do a medicine check on it to see if I know like how to? He's clearly not okay. Can I do a medicine check just to see what the status of him is and if I can fix it, and then another medicine check to heal him?
Scale of 1 to 44, about a 13.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna.
I'm feeling very fatigued. One.
I'm gonna expert medicine treat wounds him first. All right, so that's this. I will actually
you
both
get, like-
both will pass honestly. So
Oh, you battle medicine and then also regular medicining.
I was gonna train medicine and then also just do treat wounds expert to heal you, and then also do one to see if I know what.
Oh, one for like knowledge.
Yeah,
Oh, I see what
a
you
knowledge
mean.
check on see what's up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I assume medicine. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, baller. That is 23 for that, and then I crit succeeded on the expert healing on him. So
yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so that's
I'm gonna borrow your
4d8
D8.
plus
I'm
10. Yeah, take.
and plus 4 for my inspector junk. That's a lot of high numbers.
That's big.
Let's see, 9 plus
24.
16, 24 plus
22.
10. What?
22 plus your thing.
Plus 10 plus 4.
36.
36.
Hey.
Wow!
Jeez.
Like a full, holy crap.
Welcome back. And then can I see if I'm
Yeah.
able to cure his?
As you're
many
scanning
things.
him over and doing your procedures, your checkup on him, It doesn't take a lot for you to notice that, game-wise, he is enfeebled one and
also
fatigued. And you can tell by just noticing that his strength is completely sapped from him. He is having a hard time getting off of the floor. He doesn't have much in him.
All right, well,
Jumbles, there's some medicine in that other room that you were in, but let's wait until...
I don't know.
Let's wait.
I don't know about taking any weird medicine we find in the room that had that thing in it. That doesn't...
Well, I would definitely want to go in there. To help. I don't
if
know
you want to go
what
back
happened.
in that room, you are more than welcome.
Well, I don't know what happened to you guys. We went into a very delicate situation. Our son was, or my son was held hostage, and everybody's just shouting, and that was outrageous. What happened to all of you?
I felt...
It felt like
We were
losing
having a
Uncle
rough time.
Bolus again.
Everybody was having a rough time. Jumbles was held hostage, but we can't just lose our heads like that.
It was more than that. It was clearly some kind of magic, something that thing cast, or just some nature of its very being. I mean, I could tell the feelings weren't really mine, but I couldn't get rid of them either.
Well, I guess that does make a little more sense. I was very disappointed, honestly.
You didn't feel it?
No? I was very concerned about...
There's nothing shakes you, does it?
Well, it was a critical situation. I was a little distracted.
It was a critical situation for all of us, but that didn't change how powerful that was. That took me, that took Dad.
Yes.
I don't know. It might have been... I showed it more compassion. I don't know if that would have changed anything.
I don't know.
But I don't mind going back in that room, but we still have to close this door until this little man settles
I'll
down.
reach back in my pack, and I got a coil of rope. We think we can figure out a way to tie this off. Yeah.
could we tie it? Stick with me. Can we this is 50 feet of rope, I assume, right?
50 feet of rope,
Okay.
yep.
Can we tie this door handle?
They don't sell in other quantities.
Can we tie this handle, and I point to the door at the bottom of the hallway. I say, if we want to check the poison room, we tie that door handle to this door handle.
Can we just tie it off of that window at the end of the hall?
How do you tie things to a plane of glass?
Does it not have a frame? Is it not open?
It's
We can find something to tie it off to. I
Just
assume.
tie it to the door handle. Then they both will. When you try to open it, it won't open.
I think that
And then we
the
just
other
do
end of
the
the
other
hall. Yeah, I guess we can move it. That does seem like it's worth investigating. There's a lot in there. I didn't see jumbles. I didn't take much of a look. It looks like a library. Where we found that spectral figure flinging stuff all over the room. Looks like a tornado went through the damn place.
Not another one of those.
I don't know. Nothing came at me when I opened the door.
Oh,
Might have been where
I thought it
she
was saving
stayed.
grace.
Yeah, it might have been her chambers.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I would like to go check out this room at least. Maybe we can find something to console this poor little child.
If you go look in there, yeah. I guess Dad and I can hold the door.
I'm
Alright.
gonna take her place holding the door.
And I help.
What was the name? Is the black parade?
You
What was
heard-
it? What was
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
You
What is
heard
it?
Anatoly.
He went to the city.
I was a young
He was a
bird.
poor boy. It's
Um,
the
yeah,
masquerade ball. What was it called?
none of those. You heard
Black Death.
The scary ballerina. Yes.
what? You heard Anatoly shouting about the banquet and the
Banquet.
Dominion of the Black,
Okay.
and you may unlock Dominion of the Black as a research topic. Jumbles, you as well. And until you share everything that Anatoly told you with the group, have unlocked Fulvia as a research topic.
Fulvia, Dominion of the Black, and the not. I keep forgetting the dance word.
The banquet.
Banquet.
The banquet. The banquet is not a research topic.
Oh, okay.
Dominion of the Black.
A
and
banquet is
Fulvia.
also not a dance.
It's also not
What?
a dance.
What is it?
It's a feast.
What?
Are you serious?
What?
Is this
This is
a
Corey
bit?
Roof breaking.
is-
I thought. Don't look at me.
A banquet is
Corey,
a feast.
why don't you
It's
show
like,
us how you
I
dance a
thought
banquet?
A banquet was like
A ball?
There was like a ball.
Oh,
like,
I mean,
I'm
there
sure
was, a
there
bigger
probably
ball.
could
okay.
be dancing, I
But you
guess,
meant
like
that
there
it
would be
was
at
like
a feast or a nice
just a
dinner.
bigger
like-
ball
Corey,
for rich
if
people.
you can demonstrate a banquet-style dance right now,
Don't do this.
I will pursue
Oh
a
my
hero
God.
point.
Okay,
It is banquet style, but you just have money in your pocket. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was battle or not.
You have money?
Yeah, I thought banquets were rich people.
Balls?
Whatever the word you said it was. Ball. Yes.
Balls are already rich people balls.
I thought this was for the elitists.
That's a gala.
Very similar words.
We're gonna have
Jumbles
to. We're
is
gonna have
smarter
to
than
go
me.
over the dinner party tier list later, okay?
Jumbles
Let's
is
get
smarter
back
than
to
me.
what we're
Okay,
doing.
we've established it. So he
This is
Jumbles.
the breaking point.
This is where we have not broken Jumbles. We have broken Corey.
Corey's livid.
Corey Raymond Roof will never be the same.
So I, Jumbles, not Corey Roof, will tell everyone about everything that that happened.
Please do.
And he'll say he kept saying that it's gonna come any day now and kind of kill us all. I think.
Sounds pretty brainwashed.
Sounds pretty brain dead.
You say his mom was the one that put him in there, and that Xarwin Yosef was his dad.
What?
All right.
Yeah, I know. Which doesn't make sense. Yosef hates birds. Why would he have a bird son?
Do you think that... Wait,
This sounds like a.
this wasn't one of the names of the two children in the portraits.
It was. I don't think it was. Was it?
Anatoly? No, I don't think it was.
Anatoly, trying to remember back to those portraits.
It's a human boy and a human girl.
It's
We had
pretty
Axe.
obviously, while those portraits of two teenagers were not named, it's obvious for many reasons that neither of them resemble Anatoly.
They're over the age of 4.
Yes.
Also, the
And they're
the
not a bird.
woman's portrait had many birds in it.
He didn't. I don't know. He didn't look like a psychopomp.
Can-
I mean, I don't know what a psychopomp looks like, apparently, after meeting Ez. Maybe he was something related.
We
He
could've
said
created him.
Yosef was his father.
Yeah, he said Yosef was his father. I don't know if he said his mom's name or not, but he said that his mom.
He did.
He did. Wait, what was it?
Fulvia.
Fulvia, you dingus.
Okay, he said his mom's name, but it was Fulvia.
That's
and
that's for sure not
That's
the
definitely
woman
not who was in the
in
portrait.
the portrait.
yeah, he also said that Fulvia got taken away, and he hasn't seen her again. I think he assumed she got killed. So I don't know if you could. I don't know if you're allowed to like have relationships outside of marriage, but it seemed like that's
You're
kind of
not.
what he was doing.
No Jumbles. That's definitely not a thing people do.
Some people have like specific arrangements.
right.
Like,
Yes.
right,
I think it's a
like-
conversation that we
You
can
gotta-
certainly have.
Enough. Enough.
Anyways,
I've learned today.
You know what a
Yes.
banquet is.
I learned what a banquet is.
You guys go check out the other room.
we will. All right.
You
Okay,
get on the
Jumbles.
door by yourself? Of course you got on the door by yourself. All right.
There's like a tiny little twig on the other side, and
It's a literal baby.
Yep.
yeah.
This kid has a solid
The
plus
funniest.
0 to
Welcome
athletics.
to. You've had like one of the archetypal Pathfinder GM experiences now, which is getting grabbed and then looking at your monster and realizing they're not trained in athletics, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yep.
well, I guess I'm just grabbed until they get bored.
You're
He has
just a
no
doll.
means of escape.
That's the thing that happens.
Yep. Yeah, Amadeus, you're left here at this door. This is a situation that you found yourself in many times. You're a dad. As little fingers are trying to pierce through the corners of the door, trying to rip it open, and
Anatoly.
he
guess-
continues screaming. It's he couldn't even possibly hear you over how
I
just
read now.
deeply into this temper tantrum he
I could
is.
certainly try.
Yeah, you can try.
Can I try to coerce him?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go
door?
ahead and try.
Okay.
No, talk to me first.
I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds, listen to see if there's any patterns of him banging against the door, because I have experience being a parent, especially dealing with, petulant children sometimes. And I'm just gonna wait and wait and wait for the opportunity, and then as loud as I can, I shout out. Enough!
Nothing happens.
We had like 20 seconds to prepare,
know,
so
yeah.
like, it was,
It still got me.
Despite your greatest efforts, this kid is going to have to come down. There is something just seriously a deep conviction within him of what he's supposed to do, and he finds himself on the other side of the store, and everything is entirely out of his control. And he does not seem to slow up despite any efforts. He seems truly inconsolable.
So with a heavy sigh, I am going to approach the door and say, let me, and I'm going to cast Soothe. So that is going to heal him and mechanically
Of his 4 damage he took.
and mechanically
is he?
it-
Oh wait, no, it's Sooth. Never mind.
yeah. Mechanically, it helps protect against mental effects, but I figure flavor-wise, it would help. And so I'm just gonna kneel by the door and be like, "Okay, listen, kid. I understand that you're scared, and I'm sorry for being mean to you and trying to scare you. What you were talking about is scary. I understand that, but it's all gonna be okay. We're here to fix it, and we're going to, okay? You're not going to the banquet. We're all gonna be okay. And we want to be able to talk with you about this, and to help you, we need you to take some breaths, count to 10, and calm down a bit, okay? Just imagine you've got a bouquet of flowers, and just take a deep breath in like you're trying to smell those flowers, okay?
You hear, as you press your palm against the door, feeling the heat from your hand penetrate through the wood. You can feel as it rushes over Anatoly, and you can kind of hear the stutter of his breath as it hits him. And you hear a quiet thud against the door and a sliding down, as you know that he's seated back to back with you through this door. And you hear one deep.
And now exhale. Good job, buddy.
You just don't understand. You guys don't understand. And now I'm locked in here and don't understand. My mom, you can
Take another
you can
breath.
see in her room. She has all of it. You can see.
Hey, smell the bouquet and let it out. Okay? We're here to listen, and we want to understand, and we're gonna help you. Okay?
You hear nothing more. Just quiet sobbing. Jumbles much like you heard the night before. The rest of you,
I think it's just me and Lindsay.
yes. Unless Jumbles did
and
you
Jumbles
follow?
is not coming in this room.
Jumbles is gonna go to the other room that was confirmed clear.
Oh, wait, whoa,
Oh.
wait.
Confirmed
whoa,
clear
whoa.
is strong. It's
That
not
is
what I
going
said.
to bring
That's
someone.
not what I said.
I will bring a
He's
person
gonna
with me.
wait in the hall.
Jumbles, are you gonna wait in the hall?
Is he still? Are you still? Okay, now that the child's calmed down, are you still holding the door?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I look at Cass. Do you want to look at the other room with me?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
come with you.
We'll stay close to the door.
So they're going the south room, and me and Litzy are going the north room.
Excellent. All right. We will do the north room first. You guys enter this room. you see that same spiral still stuck to the ground. Now the center coated with a sort of flaky dust. Not really quite dust, like larger flakes almost of dead skin. Piled and powdered where Jumbles once was. You see all the other accoutrements of a child's bedroom, books, toys, and you see that very high shelf filled with medicine as well.
We come to the room here and are looking. That shelf's interesting. For the record, I'm also searching while we're in here if it matters. I'm not scouting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull the mirror of my coat. Take this thing. Please.
All right. I really don't see how you need it. Either way, I'll take it, and I'm going to put it in my purse.
Don't.
Nothing
Well,
ever
if
good.
it breaks, more the better, honestly. I don't
Nothing
think it's
breaks
gonna,
in my
but-
purse. It's very well padded.
I hope it does.
Oh. Well then, I mean, I can always try.
I've tried. Nothing's worked so far. And I'll head over to that shelf and just kind of look at all these medicines and what am I looking at here? I'm like, I'll kind of mess with them, like.
And why is
Something
it so dark in here? Like, I'll go to the windows. Is it
I
like-
imagine it. The windows are like literally just grimed. Is it just that easy? Like it's that physically blocking a lot of the light?
The windows are coated with a lot of grime, so it is harder for light to enter in. But if you're both searching, make me a perception check, please.
We're not stupefied anymore, right?
No, you are not.
22.
18.
Oh, actually, it's 24 because I'm searching.
Excellent. As you guys are scanning this room, Talus, you are entirely puzzled. Trying to look through these windows, even trying to see if you can wipe off
I'm
some of
into
this
medicines.
thick grime. Yeah, you're gonna look at the. You're like, forget this. I'm gonna go look at the medicine. Litzy, you notice that this sort of supernatural darkness in this room. If you were to, almost as if you were lighting a flashlight, where there's a source of the light that emanates from it. In a similar fashion, you notice that there is a source of this darkness that seems to spread and radiate out from a point. That
Question.
point being the center of the spiral.
So we've got like a light in here, obviously. We've got a lantern with us. Does that mean that it's literally casting like an opposite shadow? Because like if we're in the way and we're blocking the darkness coming out, it's literally brighter behind us with the light from the lanterns not being muted by this effect?
Yes. It is literally as if somebody could turn on a flashlight and it just produced darkness instead of light.
Yeah,
Well-
medicine look useful.
Yeah, Talus, go ahead and make me a medicine check to try and identify some
Oh,
of this
hell
stuff.
yeah. 19!
Oh, nice.
19!
On the die.
Wow!
So a 19.
Let's go.
19, still a 19. You start to scan. There's a just outlandish amount of medicine. It seems more than a child of this size could even take. It's staggering. And as you're sorting through these bottles of liquids and powders and solvents and little capsules, you come across some notes buried at the bottom of this sort of caddy of medicines. Various scrawled notes, clearly in a woman's handwriting, cursive, with various things sketched, lists of medicines and dosages crossed out, scribbled out, torn up and discarded in the back of the shelf. You see volumes of pages of completely disorganized treatment plans, all with dates next to them, dating back from what you could estimate must have been for this kid's entire life.
You said all of this is written in that cursive woman's
All
hand?
handwritten with the same woman's handwriting.
I'm gonna flip through this and turn to Litzy. Litzy, this is something interesting. Probably. I don't know what it says. It's not written in Haldane.
I'm gonna walk over to the shelf. Is this what kind of bookshelf is this? Is this like it's like set into the wall?
It's not written in what?
Common.
Oh, it is. It's just medicine. Oh, it's medicine. You dummy. I can't.
Talos is not smart, okay?
No, that's a good
This
one.
is-
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna hand it to Litzy, and it's just like a fine cursive hand. It's very clearly Haldane. I'm just like, I don't know what
Oh my
language
gosh.
this is in, but
Amadeus gets very angry and he doesn't know why.
Meanwhile, it just says like ibuprofen.
Does Talos know how to sign his name? Can he read cursive?
oh, sign it. You know, he reads the signature.
He just draws a little picture.
It's just
Oh
like
my
a
gosh,
it's like a
that's so
sigil. Like it's,
That's so good.
10 and 10 wins. Don't make fun of me. I'm handing it to Litzy. I can't read this cursive.
I'll look at the book. I'll look at Talos. We'll just take this with us.
If we can translate that in the library or something downstairs, it might be something useful, but
Yes. I sound defeated as I put the book in my bag.
Let's see. Do you look
no,
at
it's
it
just-
at all?
look
I
at the front page, really, it's definitely common.
I'm like, I put it in my bag. And I'm like, so what is
It might
this
be
show?
useful.
It might. I agree.
I don't know. It's definitely out of place. There's way too much medicine up here for a kid to have. It's clearly not his. This wasn't from Anatoly.
Yes. Well, I was just wondering, if I'm going to grab the shelf, just the actual shelf part of the shelf, and just rattle it. Is it like set in on?
You said it was all kind of like in a caddy. Is there like a basket I can physically just take down off the shelf that has all the medicine?
Yeah,
and
like
stuff?
is it
Yeah,
like
the
something-
medicine is in its own little basket. The shelf is fixed to the wall.
Okay. So I will just take the medicine. Anything else of basically interest in this
I
room?
found that in the bottom of that basket, so I don't know why it was there.
Yes.
What? What?
It's been an exhausting day. It's just you know how it goes.
The first sentence of the
AJ.
book says translated into common for anyone to read.
AJ, why did you roll if you were going to force yourself into a failure?
I didn't know you were gonna give me.
Oh my gosh!
This is
I can't.
plan
That's
for
so funny.
dummies.
Oh my
You didn't
gosh!
describe it as illegible until after I rolled.
I now picture every item you own having detailed instructions on it, but it's just written in cursive. So you're like, what is this Elvish? Like, I got what this is saying.
I
ancient text.
probably showed you several times things that I said was like ancient script or arcane runes on things. It is clearly just like swoopily text and signatures. Like this is the thing I've definitely showed you at my house. Like
I've accidentally set off like wand spells in wand, and I'm just like, oh, it's weird.
reading the
I don't know.
incantation literally included. Like
Oh my gosh, my cheeks.
You know, I'm not mad.
Just disappointed.
What?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be like, well, I'll get this, Talos.
how can you tell? You can't dismiss it as useless if we can't even read the thing yet.
You gotta
Go
stop.
look.
This is quadrupling down.
I'll be like, well, just do a final sweep. I'll see. The children are very smart,
I didn't see anything else, but I'll look.
and I'm going to take the medicine and the book and all that stuff and bring it outside, and I'll just look at the children and I'm like, and I'll hand
Well,
them the
the
book.
children are actually in the other room.
Oh, the other room. Oh, I'll walk outside, and be like,
I pop my head out and wave.
Yes.
I go back in.
We cut to the children. Smash cut to the children. Children, you find yourself in a room that, as Tal said, looks like a tornado went through it. Like a natural disaster occurred in this room. It is so completely wrecked.
full of monsters. Probably going to die immediately. Thanks, guys.
You see books, pages, shelves, all torn apart, thrown across the room, papers flooding the floor, a desk entirely upended and overturned.
As we walk in first, Jumbles is gonna look at Cass, seeing that she very clearly was just crying, and just go, "Are you really okay?"
I was really scared. And when we walked into that room, it felt like that day all over again, and just it was not good. And then Mom pushed me out of the room and the door shut, and I was so scared that you were already dead. And
he's gonna go up and hug you again, and he's just go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do any of this.
It's not your fault. You were doing, the caring thing, trying to see if you could help.
I know. If I did what was told and brought someone with me, none of this would have happened. And I'm sorry, and I love you, and we'll get through this, and I'm not going anywhere else.
I love you too. And I just hug you so tight, you feel like you're like one of those stress toys. Just
his eyes just pulls a little bit.
Squeeze the frog.
He starts flailing like Kermit. So after that embrace, he'll go. Let's look around a bit.
Yeah.
And now I'll investigate.
Excellent. Investigating and
Also investigating.
Are these
investigating.
exploration activities, or are these I'm just asking, so if I get the investigate or
Yes, you
another
get
thing?
your second
Investigate
one.
is always an exploration
Yeah.
activity.
Okay, well, because I have two, I have the investigate.
So your other one will be
cool. Searching.
searching. Excellent.
And
Go
is this a
ahead.
possible research venue?
Well, maybe
I was
it
worried there for a
is.
second.
Maybe,
Have
baby.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
Ooh, little PTSD in the back there. Ooh, search a room with no searchers, are we? Ooh,
Yeah.
No,
certainly not going to be any traps in there.
No traps.
I was double checking.
Oh man. Jumbles, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Cool. I'm not.
Sick.
I'm throwing these dice in the river. 14.
A 14. It's a little hard for you to make heads or tails of what's in this room. It is so completely torn apart. It seems like it clearly used to be somebody's bedroom, and that maybe it was ransacked, or a burglar came through, or somebody looking for something, but none of the other rooms in the house are left in this condition. You have the feeling that there might be something in here to be found, but you're not sure, because you have the feeling that somebody was searching for something, but you're not certain what
Things
or
were thrown
where
around
to
with
begin.
purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what check should I do?
Oh, nothing. There's nothing at the moment. Would you like to search, or would you like? What are you doing?
I was investigating.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you investigating
I am,
in this room where there's just everything everywhere?
Yeah. I am trying to see, like, honestly, if there's any books around, because, finding out new information, I am wanting to just dive into some research, trying to get back in the zone with this. And so I'm going to look around for any journals, any books on any of the research topics and stuff. So, yes.
Excellent. As you're sort of scanning this room, trying to find anything that's still left together, you come up a little short. You find notebooks and papers and even binders, things that would have held all these folders that would have held the papers together, but all completely unorganized now and completely in disarray. You feel as if, as you're sort of investigating and looking carefully at each paper, that you could reorder it and put it back in its original order, and then maybe it might be of some use to you, but it will take you some time.
Can I guesstimate how much time?
If you were to get some help with as many papers and things as there are in the room, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour. This room is just covered with clear research and drawings and sketches and notes in margins. It's gonna take a group effort to put it back together.
Okay. I kind of gather all of them up and I'm sifting through, and I look over at you and I'm just like, could you help me organize this? Because I feel like it can all go together into one thing, but it's a mess.
I got you. He's picking up. He's running around picking up all the papers, any loose paper he sees.
I like
One of those,
feel.
rubber sticky hands.
Yeah. He's
Yeah. My senses, like, I get this, like, just faint feeling. I'm like, are you organizing papers in there? Jumbles. There's some medicine out here. I would like to figure out what it is. It's actually kind of interesting. What's happening in
this
here?
book says
And I'm
it
like
all.
gonna start like looking through paper. I'm like, I like walk in and immediately see all these papers. I'm like, look, they're all unorganized. Oh, this is a disaster.
I'm gonna poke my head
You
in the
would
door.
be great to help with this.
I've seen a ransacked house before. My Talus senses are tingling. I'm gonna start detecting magic and seeing if I pick up anything obvious.
You do so. You do not notice anything immediately. You three would all be taking the concentrate exploration activity.
Can I
Should it
investigate? Well, since they're
Well,
doing,
yeah,
can
if
I
I do
look
the
at the
papers,
medicine?
When I detect magic, if I don't detect anything, then just for this room, I'd go back to just searching.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do,
Are you gonna?
I'll look at the medicine. I don't
yes.
know if you're saying sure to me or him.
Oh yes. No, you can certainly go back to searching or helping them put stuff together, whichever you prefer. And
Yeah,
then
hand.
Jumbles, you can step away for a
Bad
moment.
dice. This one.
Oh no, the malachite. Oh no,
Here we go.
Corey.
This is impossible. Here we go.
Corey, no, you can't. That's why.
I broke my hand.
You can't roll the
Natural
malachite.
one.
You can't roll the malachite. That's
A natural one.
A natural one.
At
Corey. Don't touch
at
that
trying
die.
to heal, trying to heal.
No, that was investigating the medicine that we.
Oh, investigating the medicine.
No.
He's tasting
Different
them.
medicine check.
different. Yeah.
No.
This is looking at the medicine check.
Oh no.
Jumbles, as you're looking over this medicine, and you're pretty well versed in medicine and first aid, you've never seen some of this stuff before. And so you come to the conclusion pretty quickly that either it is medicine
also can't read the cursive.
for yeah.
It says cyanide on it, and I'm like, potion of healing.
Yes. That either it is medicine for some surgical procedure or something for somebody with a doctorate, something high above you, which you of course find very unlikely. It couldn't be just a medicine that you do not know. No, you think that because it is liquids, which you do not recognize, that it must be alcohol.
Mom! Great news!
That's with a main line, some laudanum. It's just like this.
No. I will, before I head down, probably, now that we're kind of a little finished with that top room, I'll just tie the rope to the doorknob at the top and then free Daddy Dearest of his duties so that he can come help look.
Excellent.
Alcohol, you say?
Chardonnay!
Okay. Swirl, swirl, sniff, sniff, sniff.
Why would they keep that in the baby's room?
He can't reach it. Where else he's gonna look?
I walk into the room and I see this.
It's hiding in plain sight. It's so obvious.
Why are you guys fiddling with the medicine?
It's Chardonnay.
I thought you said you were gonna grab it.
Well, I was gonna grab. I mean, we brought it out. I don't know what any of it is. Like,
Granted, I just wanted to know. It could be something useful. Maybe something for the child.
hey, show him the papers, that booklet. He's been out. He's met a lot of people. I don't know if you can get like a scattered word here or there. Maybe you can give us some indication of what it might be.
I'll rest a hand on Daddy Dear's shoulder. I'll
Oh,
be
he
like,
found some book he can't read.
I'll be like,
Yeah, I don't know what language it's written in, but there was something tucked in with these medicines up there.
and
I
I'll make
I never got to
direct.
learn Elvish, but
I'll direct eye contact with Daddy Dearest. I'll
doesn't
be like,
look like
I'll be
Elvish.
like, here's
Oh,
that
okay.
book that he can't read, and I'll give it to him, and like my eye contact is like through your soul, and I'll hand you the book. You're like,
okay, well, what do I see?
Just regular.
You, as you're looking at the, do you read cursive, man?
Do you think that was a qualifier you'd have to add?
Now, like maybe it actually might be, maybe you know, I hate to assume.
I am
Genetic illiteracy.
I'm a 70-year-old man. So yeah,
Yep.
I think I read cursive.
That's all he writes.
You see, exactly as described to Talus before, notes of different medicines, dosages and amounts, methods of application, pretty detailed written, but in some shorthand and scribbled out in places with dates next to each treatment plan. Again, dating back some 4 or 5 years.
Seeing the combination of the medicines in front of me and reading the notes, could I try to make a deduction at what was being treated exactly?
Sure.
I am trained in medicine.
You are.
Yes.
Make me a medicine check.
Oh, he's gonna be way better by +0.
My man.
Ooh, I am. I'm gonna use my hero point. I
Okay.
really want to know this. Okay, that's
Hey,
better.
yeah.
That's better. That is an 11 plus 7 for an 18.
Excellent. Are you blessed?
Yes.
Wow, that's
Excellent.
exactly
Burn the
holy
bless.
crap, Okay.
You're able to determine as you're pairing different bottles and jars to names of medicines that you see in the notebook based on labels, again, written in the same handwriting.
Can you read that?
I'll get to you in a minute.
What?
Oh my gosh!
Don't interrupt me again in this conversation.
What is so wrong with this thing?
I promptly walk away and start helping Cassandra with the papers. Daddy can deal with this. Thank
I'm
you.
stifling my laughter as we work.
Oh my gosh.
I'm finding a nice wine glass.
Thank you, Jumbo.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired.
What do I find?
You, as you're pairing these together, you are tracking. It's clear to you that whatever illness you would assume Anatoly had was something that he suffered from for his entire life. And you're an older gentleman. You have had family members, distant relatives who have passed away. You're not unfamiliar with different diseases. You have a little experience. Your wife, Minnie, is also very into herbalism and natural supplements and
I
things
was
of
in
that
the
sort.
army.
You were in the army.
Yeah.
You're looking through, and you know that you know a pretty good deal about this stuff, but you aren't able to determine exactly what illness this is, and you get the distinct impression that based on the constantly changing treatment plan, not just of dosages, but of different medications and different approaches
They didn't.
to treat this disease, it seems like it was also unknown to whoever was writing this.
They didn't know what was wrong with him. They were trying different things, and they kept trying. I don't think they figured it out.
As I'm just sorting through papers. Well, I mean, we can always look at it later. I can't imagine he lived a very happy life.
No.
He seems to be on the... I'm actually surprised he even lives here in the mansion. I guess just the easiest place to hide
You don't
something.
think he already looked like that before, do you?
I honestly don't know. It could have been something
If they were
from-
going through that quantity trying to fix whatever was wrong with him?
I mean, I don't know. Any kind of medicine that changes.
Birdheaditis?
Yes. Exactly so.
Do you think he was cursed, maybe? Like maybe he was supposed to look like...
I mean, when we first saw him, I was under the impression that he was actually a creation. I didn't actually realize he was born.
I kind
Wait.
of look like a psychopath, but
Wait,
Yeah.
there was a spiral in the room.
Right.
He mentioned his mother passing. he left that message downstairs.
The one on the roof in the library. You
Well,
We should ask him.
Well, just from a purely physical perspective, it was on a ceiling. That little bugger's 2 feet tall.
yeah,
I mean, I think we're directly above where it was.
yeah, I think it's just on opposing sides.
I believe
think it just-
one of you wrote down the poem, so you would have access to
Yeah.
a copy of it.
Yeah.
You
I
think
wrote
it
it
like
down.
seeped through the floor from that thing in his room?
Could be as much. I mean, it seemed to grow and crawl, and it wouldn't be that much of it. I mean, if it's rotting through wood, it's not bad. Like, it wouldn't have to go very far.
Yeah, I guess that's certainly not impossible. Definitely not even the strangest thing we've seen in this house so far. Oh,
Well, I mean, I can go look. I can finish it if you. I don't want to tell us messing with the papers. Cassandra, you're doing an excellent job.
so that's so whatever that is, that was left here by someone that lived in the mansion, and it's not in Taldane. So, where did they come from? Were they trying to code it?
Well, if I grab the piece of paper from the poem and walk into the other room, would it be this? Hold the rope.
Yes. Yes, of course. You know I'm waiting. Let my little guy out. Set my people free.
Free Anatoly.
If I look at does it have the same poem, or is it written in opposite, or how does that look?
You do not see the poem written in these blocks, but it does follow the same spiral. And if you would like to read the poem again, to refer it, you can also. I know one of you made a copy of it, so we can get that up on the screen here. But the poem would read, "Can you feel me sleeping from underneath my bed? Will I keep on dreaming even after I'm dead? Every time I waken, the nightmare fades away. But now my mother's taken. She left me here to stay. I thought you were a monster. Turns out you're so much worse. You called in an imposter beyond the universe. Now Tekuth's impending. Was that always your plan? Did you begin this ending to sate the Ashen Man? So now no one is sleeping. I wait under my bed. And I'm no longer dreaming. Because I'm finally dead."
Well,
Should we? It's a little on the nose, but should we look under his bed? See if there's anything under there?
I can. If Jumble stays outside the door, I'll be like, okay, I'll go look under the bed. I'll look under the bed, and I'll actually read the poem out loud to see if it has any effect. For the spiral up here, I might just do a more in-depth search of that room.
Excellent.
With kind of Jumble's, because I didn't really see anything before. I mean, I was looking at the windows, basically, in the darkness. But maybe with Jumble's kind of showing me, or just generally, like, pointing me in which direction I should go.
You would, as you're reading this poem to yourself, quietly as you're examining this bed, looking under it, you would notice that this growth of mold and all these toxic vines and plants seems to be extremely concentrated underneath his bed. And if you raise up his pillow, you would notice that it started to grow through the bed and resting underneath his pillow.
Well, easiest way for me to look under the bed would be to just slide the bed over a little bit. So I'm just going to slide the bed over to see what is, like, the hole hopefully.
You don't see exactly a hole. You see where it's punctured many times through the floor, as if something were, like, fighting its way up, or slowly trickling up in these sort of swirls, almost like how smoke would rise from a fire.
So up through the floor.
Up through the floor.
What below
What?
this was that little secret library.
The secret library.
There wasn't anything of note in the corner under this bed that we saw.
Well, the secret library was a smaller room than this.
It was, but it had a little compartment on the side that led downstairs that was about the rest of it, I think, more or less. Besides, this corner lines up because it was the edge of the building, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just a desk in this corner. If I think there wasn't nothing on the top.
Is there something underneath just the floorboards? It doesn't go directly into the next room. We pull up the floor.
Are you gonna try and pull up the floor?
Yeah.
I'm not in the room.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
in the-
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
that
no,
from
no,
I'm in the
You
doorway.
guys are in the other room.
I
that's
can do
true.
it. No, but I wasn't super affected. I'm not very afraid of the room because I really didn't feel anything particularly
Yeah.
exciting or anything. So I'm going to. I have a nice crowbar in my purse just in case.
At the ready.
Just, you know.
ready. And I will just kind of go around and like test the floorboards, anything that's loose. See if I can't find a weak spot and kind of see if it just goes directly down to the bottom. I'm going to be pretty careful because I don't really want to fall through the floor.
Or
Yeah,
unleash a demon.
that's a delicate matter, isn't it?
I'm like,
And this
okay.
section of the floor does appear to be slightly weaker with so many entry and exit points on it of this growth. So it will take some care to try and remove it.
We got time.
Yeah, well, she's
maybe-
doing the...
Yeah, we'll come back to you.
Okay.
You guys are still just assembling and
Yeah, I guess I'm
organizing.
gonna join in and help. I was super curious about what's in that book, but yeah, I'll join in to help sort the papers.
Excellent.
We sent the one who's good at paperwork away.
I know.
Yes.
I know. It's a troubling time.
It's been some amount of time at this point. Do you feel like you've got it in a pretty good sense of order? And you do discover that this is, of course, a research venue where you may research these 3 topics: Fulvia, Dominion of the Black,
Oh, neat.
and Tekuth.
Oh, wow. These are all the things we need.
It's all the ones that
all
you
the
guys
stuff
have.
I
This
want.
is the. It's like the unexamined room to the south, with everything you could ever desire.
I'm not in there. I said I was in the doorway to the other bedroom, so I'm with, let's see.
I am going to research Fulvia.
Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead and make me a. Let me consult my journal.
My dream journal.
My dream journal. Give me occultism or society, my dear. I know you like those. Oh no, dear.
Knowledge checks. Next person.
Next person.
3 on the die.
3 on the die.
Yeah.
15.
You know how this goes. Middle name.
Papers sure are jumbled. They're just starting to come together.
Speaking of jumble, I'll do it.
Fulvia as well.
Yeah, you know,
Occultism
I'll
or
also try to
society?
roll. I haven't rolled above a 5 on this dice yet. There it is.
You want to give it a shot? 2 on the die.
2 on the die. Go ahead.
If I call...
I don't know what you expect.
2
How
on the die.
This is just like failure to recognize patterns at this point. Like, you gotta know this is what's gonna happen.
Oh my
We're not gonna
God.
learn anything.
I'm rolling bad, gang.
While I was looking through papers, could I have, like, maybe, like, looked through a little bit?
You
of-
can go
How
back.
desperate are you to give us something?
Yeah, I was like, do you want
You can
us to
finish
roll
what you're
more?
doing in here, and then you can go in there for
Back
sure.
in the room, there's a chance.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want? There's Dominion of Black, which is what I want to do. Fulvia or Tequila.
And I want that one.
That one, I want that one. That one's really. You could also do it. It's not like either of us are gonna succeed.
Which
but feel
one
free.
requires an
Athletics.
athletics check?
Which book can I flex on?
Hey, man, listen, I'm so.
Or can I medicine check? Or intimidation? Or lore warfare?
Or survival.
At least one of those involves your mind, so that's
Yeah,
good.
lore
Like,
warfare's
that
pretty
doesn't
good.
start
That's
with
pretty good.
lore.
You're looking at for this room varieties of either just straight occultism or society, or occultism or religion. The occultists thrive in this room.
I have a +1 to religion.
Hit him.
Oh, this
Hit
is
it.
This
Hit him,
is
Dad.
it.
Let's do it.
Hit me.
Come on.
Which
Nat 20.
Yeah, big.
You know, I'll
big
give you my
energy.
clue and reaction too,
Big
so you get a
numbers, big
+1 to it as well.
Oh, to a +2.
Roll that 20!
I've never been that
numbers.
strong. That's a 4.
Two,
So-
I
three,
mean,
four.
it's a nat 20.
You guys can all retry a little later, but why don't you give me a Litzy, give me a crafting check.
Give me a Litsy check.
This is going to be a little bit more delicate than an athletics check to keep the floor from falling apart on you.
That is a total of 7.
Hey, Be careful with how you're digging that up.
I dig vigorously.
A total of 7.
Vigorously, I'm like, don't tell me how to do my job.
Well, you don't want
I'm
go too
approach
hard
this
on it.
like you're like disgruntledly like pulling weeds after dinner, like a chore.
I do not do the handiwork around the house.
No.
Guys.
This is above you.
I'm
This
in here,
is above you.
There's mold. There's
Ew.
like it's awful. It smells bad. It's dark.
Gross.
I'm like, and I'm holding a crowbar. Like this is not where I'm supposed to be.
100%. You punch a hole through the floor.
That is what I
And
was
you
trying to
kind
do.
of start to misstep a little bit. You stub your toe, take 2 damage or something. You have created a hole in the floor, but it is not in the controlled manner in which you would have liked. In fact, it starts to spread a little bit, and it's a little uncontrollable. You created an unfortunately sizable hole there, and you nearly fall through, but save yourself. But you do discover that it is, in fact, the secret study that you had seen below. And as somebody had theorized, the thing that you see first is that writing desk.
I see her start falling to the floor. I'm gonna quickly kind of rush in the room there, and she doesn't go all the way through, so I stop kind of halfway and sort of join her at this hole here. That's careful?
Yes, it was very careful. I could have knocked out the whole floor.
What?
Anyways.
Honestly,
so,
I don't doubt it.
Below, I don't know. I might have been going out a little bit too literally.
what do you
It did
even-
say below the bed, and I just went straight down. I don't know if that's really how we're supposed to be going about this.
What
Honestly,
is
we
this?
could just destroy the spiral. Violence always works.
Well, but like, what is this mass? Whatever this is, all these holes that were already here, floors rotted through like cheese. It looks like, I don't know. This stuff, is it the same stuff that the spiral's made of? The same kind of like fungus that was growing over the door
It
and all
is.
that? Can I do anything to it? Does it look like it's, because this is like the concentrated kind of mass of it over here. Does it,
As
do I
you
know,
try
I need to
and-
investigate. Can I?
Yeah. Give me an occultism check.
20.
23.
Woo!
My gosh.
All right.
As you're looking at this stuff, you even kind of get brave enough to kind of try and tear at it. I mean, Leet just had her hands all over
Yeah,
this
she
stuff.
fell into it, so it can't be that dangerous.
Yeah. You're trying to tear at it. You even reach under and you're able to reach some that was on the ceiling, trying to uproot it, and you find that it is incredibly fastened. You do not see any way to uproot it. It seems some sort of supernatural effect. It all seems to be centered around this desk or the books in the room or the information contained therein. You get the
What-
impression that this might be a consequence of whatever was created or accessed here.
I think no, we're not going to make any sort of real headway on this here. This isn't really going anywhere. I think this, well, whatever it is, looks like it's been here. It's more or less stopped. I think this cropped up whenever, whenever whatever happened here happened. Like it's long past that been a problem.
Well, we didn't find anything in the desk, and I also looked for any hidden drawers. There weren't any hidden
I don't think it was
drawers.
like it's the desk necessarily so much as, I don't know, whatever they might have done down there, whatever knowledge they might have had, whatever something, all this Ashen Man and this Tekuth figure. I mean, if that was the root of all this, this could be as old as that. This could predate the house, honestly. I mean, obviously, you're growing up into it, but like, this might have just been sort of released.
I'm going to glance at the door. Do you think it would be flammable?
I'm going to pull out a flint and tinder. We could try.
Just a small.
In the house we're in.
I'm like looking. The kids aren't looking perfect. We can
In
totally
this
get
lovely
around.
wooden house,
Yes.
you begin to strike your flint, and I'm giving you an opportunity to...
With no
so much
clear
for being
exit.
careful.
It's a very small fire goes up. So like, if worst comes to worst, we
We'll burn
just
the floor. We
jump
haven't
down
been
the
to
hole.
yet.
Burning a child's room.
I'm going to shave off some of the backside of this thing, get some of those little slivers in there to get it started. Flip it over. Take the little side of my dagger and get some sparks on it and see if it's flammable or it isn't. Like it's.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be catching.
Okay, because I'm not putting down like a bunch of tinder and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
just
you're not like
putting
building
some
a
little
campfire.
starters and a sparks into it. If it doesn't work, it's probably not that flammable.
It doesn't seem to be catching. Not easily.
Well, I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm coming to this.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I guess we should go check on the others. I don't know what else we can learn from this room. It seems pretty a dead end to us.
I think this is something that's long past happened.
I do think if we fix this, we might be able to help that poor boy.
Flip that.
What?
That spiral, I was going to point at it. If that poem down the secret library, whatever that is something spawned out of him, if he's somehow related to whatever happened down there, why don't we just ask him?
Oh, that sounds like a fine plan to me. He seems to have calmed down at least a little bit, and if not, then, I mean, well,
Okay,
that
ask him
room
about
is
this
still nice.
Tekuth, this Ashen man.
I'd like to make my way to the door as well.
Oh yeah, I'll probably call you over. I mean, it is a dangerous situation, no matter how adorable and fluffy this little kid is.
Do you meet in the hall, or do you
I guess we
dip
probably-
back
I'll
into
just
the other
call
room?
it.
I know you
Yeah,
wanted
talk
to
and
try.
grab if we have to,
I know you
but,
wanted to try one of the checks.
Yeah, we can get that in a second.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Yes. Can I just go look? I'll like. Oh, good.
Oh yeah, we can go
Good
look,
As
see
you're
if
all
I-
regrouping
see
and
if
you
I can
find
get
yourselves in the
last
room,
minute Tekuth information before I ask this child.
said you're going for Tekuth. Is that what you said?
Yes.
It's a nat 20. I can feel it.
Big numbers.
All right. Tekuth is going to be occultism or religion, my dear.
Oh, you got this. Oh, this is easy.
Really think real hard. You
This is
got
easy
it.
mode. Here it is. Here it is.
That one.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Roll a 5.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
my
going over
gosh.
the Dominion of the Black.
Roll a 5. You have to roll a 5. It's the way of the universe.
Okay.
We need
I'm
our
trying
straight.
really hard.
That's a nat 20! Oh, thank you.
I don't believe we've had a nat 20 for one of these before.
I don't think we've succeeded at one of these before.
Liti,
Okay.
you enter
We're
this
gonna
room.
promote!
Yeah.
We got dirty
Success!
baby.
Oh man. Liti, you enter this room and it's
I do actually have
clarity
a
just
cultism.
washes over you. Like,
She can read.
you feel a rush, yes. As you see, you pick up this binder, this folder of papers from Cast, and you're like, oh, and you just kind of turn it back right side up, and it makes perfect clear sense to you. For a nat 20, I'm going to give you not just one.
You're gonna desperately
But
All
attempt
of them.
to give
You're
us
gonna give
any
us all of
information.
them at the one
She's like,
time.
please take 2 of them.
God,
We're
just-
so far behind.
learn.
Please.
You'll learn this first.
I'm literally begging you to succeed.
We
we
have
all get to touch the dirty
and
paper.
I even took occultism at this level so that I
She
could
did.
do
She
that.
trained in
Yes.
occultism at 4 to be able to help
Thank
on
you,
it.
thank you. Is this 2?
I have the second one for you once you finished.
She's an
I was
accountant.
allowing you to
I
see
was
which
like,
one
I'm
came
an
She's
accountant?
an accountant. That's
Yes.
not 2.
Wait a minute.
I
Okay.
forgot you know your
Minute.
numbers so well.
I knew. Do you want me to read this out?
Oh, please do. Unless you'd like to keep it secret.
Well, no, I didn't know if we. Well, some of them we have like
I need to learn
ambiance.
something.
The Dominion of the Black is a loose confederation of alien entities with an affinity for stealing thoughts inhabiting. Oh, that's a B. Okay. Inhabiting bodies or eating memories.
All right, hold on. So the last couple dirty papers we've got were Xarwin Manor is 70 years old.
Yeah.
He doesn't like birds.
This
And
one-
there's a
this
race
one-
of aliens that eats brains.
Great news. We are Starfinder now.
Yeah.
That's just to lay the clarity. Okay.
As you're flipping through these pages, your heart just stops when you read that information. As you realize that whatever has been going on in this manor runs deeper than you could have possibly imagined.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's aliens.
Everything just changed.
Well, I'm also the only one with 0 malevolence right now.
Yes.
Oh, I have 0.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I was the
yeah,
only
yeah.
one with Malevolence until today.
No, I got
No,
one.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, they
you
both
do.
I
have
have
two.
2 malevolence.
I thought I just thought from the window you had one, but I guess that was
No,
that
no,
was
I
that
managed to
Right.
succeed that save.
Right. So anyway, is as I like may talk about this to the others, it may matter more to you guys than it does. Not that I haven't noticed that a lot of people in here have forgotten a lot of things. Everybody we talk to is very sorely lacking on memories. But anyways, there might be alien entities with an affinity for stealing thoughts, inhabiting bodies, or eating memories. Just want to let everybody know that.
I wasn't expecting us to top deck aliens today, but here we are.
Here we are.
Hey, quick question for lore. Do regular people know aliens exist?
Probably not. No,
Okay.
we're peasant farmers. We know how to grow weed and corn
This
and
is
stuff.
We're upper
just
middle
as
class.
shocking for your characters as it is for you right now.
Yeah, the fact that there are aliens is probably big news.
Okay.
Do we know what space is? Have we even?
We literally call it the Dark Tapestry.
Okay, so we don't even know like there's planets.
Not really, no. Like,
Okay, the sun revolves around us.
Okay.
no, the
Second
sun is
note.
Saren Ray's beacon that brings us light and keeps us warm. There's no, I don't know what you're talking about revolving. I don't know, put this in your head.
Okay, my bad. Jumbles is insane.
Radical theories.
Okay. Beware. These
I mean, we
two,
just got aliens, so like,
there's-
literally nothing's gonna shock me on this one.
This is our second piece of paper in one thing. So I mean, honestly, you guys gotta be prepared. The Dominion of the Black has destroyed countless worlds over the eons. Their interest in Galarian isn't new, but recently, the Dominion has become more active in certain parts of the world.
What the hell is Galarian?
So yes, we have 2 pieces of paper now.
so real talk. I need context, not for the information, but for the research that we're doing.
Yes.
Because we're putting together a bunch of books and papers in this room and looking through it and learning things. And there are no planets visited by the Dominion of the Black or otherwise in which Talus would read or have this explained to him and like believe it's a real thing. Like I cannot imagine a thing he would find in a book and be like, oh yeah, that's a real thing. It's really happening. Like
You
they'd literally be like us in this world in real life finding a book that's like that literally exactly that same information. Like there's
Jumbles, you would recall Anatoly telling you that his mother believed that something was coming for Galarian, for the planet that you are on, and that the banquet would occur, which would end the world. You know that this is something that his mother believed, and you find yourselves in a bedroom covered with research on this, and you do recall that he said that his mother was taken away.
To an
Taken to a
asylum
facility.
Yeah.
wow, these guys
Yes.
are crazy. I mean, like crazy.
Did
Well-
the aliens take her? Do we just know she was taken and he's a child? So like,
I think the sanitarium workers probably took her Jumbles.
okay, hang on a second. Because do you remember the last 3 days that have been happening? Because before this, I was pretty sure I only knew about 2 things: war and my house. This I don't think aliens is the craziest thing that could happen right now.
I know everything that's happened so far. It seems like it's just absolutely insane, Jumbles. But I mean, these hauntings, these manifestations, spirits not moving on in the right way. I mean, I didn't know there was a thing that could really stand up to psychopumps once they put the focus on something. But those are all real things. This is nonsense. The aliens that
Well, whether
eat
or not
thoughts?
it is nonsense, it certainly does help inform on what may have happened to this poor child's mother. They may have also thought she was a little bit on the far side.
I mean, Liz, you know me. This is 100% the kind of thing that I would dive into head first. But even in this mansion, this seems like a bit of a stretch.
Well, whether or not it's true, we don't really know, and
Well,
there's not much we can do about it now anyways.
we do know that they studied in session, studying the sky, the stars, the starless scope.
Yeah. Maybe he saw something when he looked through it, because you're supposed to be able to like look through it and see the night sky even during the day, and so maybe he saw something out there.
I don't know. This is how.
I mean, whether or not it's true is kind of off the point. It is generally what ended up happening. This is something that the mother believed, and she was taken away. So I don't know if we're trying to prove the credibility of it, only and get informed on.
I mean, this would certainly explain why she was taken away. If she was carted off to an asylum or something, that would make perfect sense now.
It would explain why everyone we know doesn't have clear memories. Even the psychopomp we know doesn't know how long she's been here.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
Do you think there's aliens here that can eat the
Well, he's just
memories of
saying-
a
If
servant of a god?
If it's not
mean-
aliens, it's at the very least something here that is altering their
Yeah,
minds.
that's what I was gonna say, is that something is affecting the memory of
That much
people here.
is certainly clear.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this moment, you would all take note of the 2 windows to the south of you.
Mhm.
Where previously daylight shone, you look out and the entire world seems to be completely covered in the darkness of midnight, even. The light of the moon piercing through the window and onto the floor in front of you. And you see this vision start to leak out, almost as if someone was unfurling a blanket and throwing it forward until the ceiling above you is covered and painted with this deep black night sky. Stars piercing brighter than you've ever seen before. Laser pinpoint pricks of unbelievably bright light in this darkness, your eyes struggling to adjust between the two. You feel this intense awareness as you peer deeper and deeper to this blank, dark space in between the stars. That impossible and unknowable blackness. And you feel deep in your souls an awful conviction that something is looking back at you. And with that, we will leave you. And we will return next week
This is fine.
for more Malevolence.
Everything's cool. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
Aliens.
Don't worry, guys.
This
It's
is a
fine.
reveal I've been waiting for.
Apparently aliens.
I cannot believe it's alien.
How do we get to alien? What the hell? We're in a haunted ghost mansion. How do we get to aliens?
I've been researching Starfinder stuff. Should I stop for spoilers? Like,
After the events of Malevolence.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is a big one. This changes a lot for you guys, I can imagine.
things get a little different. Things hit different now.
Oh man.
I don't know if I was really expecting the scope of this campaign, I guess. I was really thinking like, oh, Spooky Mansion.
Yeah.
I was already convinced we were gonna fight the devil or something, but now it's like, oh, the devil and aliens.
Space Devil.
Space Devil!
They're the tag team we didn't know we were fighting in.
We're gonna go fight Moon Satan. Let's go!
Moon Satan. I'm so freaking thrown. Like my head is just
Man, space is haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted. What? Moon's haunted.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us on this very eventful and telling episode of Malevolence. We just learned a lot. We're gonna go sit on that, and we'll be back next week with what we've decided to do about it. We're here every Monday night from 7 to 10 playing our favorite game, the game of Malevolence. You can rejoin the Numidas then. Or if that's just not enough Pathfinder to satiate your thirst for content, we also have Strange Aeons. Strange Aeons runs every Saturday 3 to 6. I'm there. AJ's there.
Yeah.
End of list.
Yeah.
And it's just us.
Screw these guys.
Yes.
It's a one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one where AJ
Solo
tries to scare me
session.
as bad as he can.
It's pretty,
Is it working?
It's not even sporting. It's like
The
it's
series
really
ends
easy
when
to do.
AJ makes me cry. And
I will be very upset if you make Sully cry.
We'll be watching
oh
you.
man, we've got lots of our good friends on that one. We got Derp, Colby, Kevin, and Marcus, who recently joined our cast. Very excited to have him. We're there every Saturday. We encourage you to join us and check us out over there too. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. The show's not possible without the support of people like you, and we are incredibly thankful to have you here. You guys blow us away every week. So thank you above all, and we'll see you next time. Well, stay spooky.
Can you feel me sleeping from underneath my bed? Will I keep on dreaming even after I'm dead? Every time I waken, the nightmare fades away. But now my mother's taken. She left me here to stay. I thought we were months. Turns out you're so much worse. You called in an imposter. We hunt the universe. Now she comes impending. Was that always your plan? Did you begin this ending to save the Ashen Man?